Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Crimson Talons, the wonderful D&D podcast hosted by us here at Wolfpack Productions. As usual, I'm your Dungeon Master, Evan. I'm joined once again with John playing as Corvus, Deon playing as Gel, and this dipshit named Ashton playing as Adam.
Hello!
What up?
Hi there.
Alrighty. So, last we left off, our players were settling down for a nice night of sleep when there was a sudden boom of lightning, of thunder coming from the abandoned house in the woods that they just defeated a bunch of vampire thralls around. I understand that this recap was shortened. That's because we have a lot to do today, and let's get right into it. So, players, you all go to settle down for your first night of sleep, or of sleep in 3 different houses, and all of a sudden you just hear boom, loud emanating, coming from you know exactly that it came from the abandoned house that you guys were just at. Yes. If you go outside, there is nary a cloud in the sky, no thunderstorm, no rain, but you sense, as adventurers and as monster hunters, you sense that some shit is about to go down. So, you all leave the house. I'm assuming, I believe last we said Gel grabbed Corvus and you all went and woke up Adam. Because Adam thought it was just a cup falling.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so we will pick up with Gel and Corvus knocking on Adam's door.
Boy, get up. Showtime, mate.
What do you want?
Wake those pretty scales up, mate. We got a fight on our hands.
What do you mean a fight? We just finished up our day. What do you mean?
Well, you tell me what that loud boom means.
Gel, you ooze under the door.
You hear a very menacing clap of thunder, and I'm going to open the door so that Corvus can look in on the conversation.
I just stoop my head in because I'm tall, so I just like crane it in the doorway.
No, I didn't hear it. I was trying to sleep. I was ignoring everything.
We kind of figured that was what happened. So there was a loud, menacing clap of thunder, and there aren't any clouds, and it came from the house. So I figure we got an hour before shit hits the fan. I don't know what a fan is. No, they have hand fans. Before someone shits on a hand fan and starts shaking it. So
I like that.
get your armor on. Get your shit together. Maybe. And
okay.
Meet in front. I'm gonna go see if all of the other sober folk in town heard that shit.
Fair enough.
You see people walking out of their houses. Some guards look visibly shaken. You see Iroh kind of like with a little grin on his face of, he's ready to fight some shit. The two drow, you see them kind of their conversation, like they were in mid conversation, and when they saw you, almost kind of seems like they just immediately like they stopped talking. And Ivala, pointed at you and then pointed to in the direction that the sound came from. Gesturing, did you hear? You heard that as well.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard that. Everyone but Adam did.
Yeah.
And I've manifested a nose to pinch the bridge of.
How long would you say we have before they get here?
Well, it was an hour walk there, so a 45-minute sprint.
All right, let's start bolstering our defenses.
Yeah.
Deon, do you want me to switch to the battle map screen for this?
I mean, we can if we want other input and such for it. Is
I
the
just have to.
tavern still filled with terrible cloud kill gas?
Yes, the tavern is still filled with terrible cloud kill
Ooh.
gas.
Ill?
Might be able to weaponize that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the battle map screen. Okay, lads, welcome to your battle map.
Fabulous.
So, for tonight's battle map session, we have Adam, we have Gel, and we have Corvus. Iroh is here, Ival is there, and Mintha is that white-haired drow. So you are all at the front. So this is the front gate, the one where you guys most commonly come in and out of. It's currently the only gate that is, I guess, open per se at
What's
this
that
point
mean
in
per
time.
se?
Well, I didn't.
Does that
I
mean
think
to
of the proper
metagame
one.
for a moment, it's the only gate we need to worry about?
Yes, it is the only gate that that players will need to worry about because I don't have enough table space to do the second half.
And which gate
so
is it
you
called?
have what's up?
Which gate is it called? I'm sorry.
Just the main gate. It's the
Okay.
south gate of the
settlement.
town.
Yeah,
Yep.
gotcha.
So these are two houses. Both of these. So if we're to look at the town, you have these two houses about maybe 60 to 100 feet back. In the center of the town, you have the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah. So this town is kind of circular, and the houses go around it in kind of like circle fashion. So the tavern is just about 100 feet back up this road.
Fabulous.
Everyone, yep, and you have 6 guards stationed on the walls, currently looking, on lookout. That's kind of those are the 6 that are at the front gate, and then Iroh meets you there along with Minthala. Not Minthala. Yes, no, Mintha and Avala. I got their names confused. Good lord.
No, you're
Right.
good.
And I had Gel roll for this before session started. You have 12 extra sober guards that are ready to take orders and fight should they need to.
And how many drunks do we have?
Roll me
They can
another.
provide the health action.
Roll me another.
I'll give you
2d12.
guidance.
Another 2D what?
Whatever I had you roll for guards, roll that same thing for drunks. But these are guards mixed with just kind of regular civilians as well. They just get the
We've got
classification of
9
guard.
able-bodied drunks.
Okay, so I need to go get 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Able-bodied
And
drunks.
9.
That doesn't
Okay.
sound reassuring in the slightest.
So you have. So I'm gonna put them over here. You have
9 able-bodied drunks are going to be paired up with archers, giving them the help action.
okay. So here are your 12 sober guards. I'm also going to need players' helps remembering who is who. So you want to give. Okay, so drunkard here. I'm gonna put them all kind of at off angles. So you have spent 6 of your drunk guards, or 6 of your drunkards are now reinforcing the archers. You have 3 drunkards remaining.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that you have about 30 minutes left before you assume that you're going to be ambushed.
Okay, is it even slightly possible / realistic to dig a trench around the tavern or away from the tavern to basically funnel the gas, because it's a very heavy gas that sinks to the bottom of things, correct?
Yes. Where would you want to funnel that to?
I just want to ideally make it so that as we are being chased through the town, we can like bust out a window or something of the tavern and have the gas flood out and then down into the trench that we cross over and hopefully make that trench kind of a tiger trap. Actually,
I was
if
just
we
thinking
make it a
that too.
tiger trap, we don't even need to have it be break glass on entry. We can just jump over it as we're going and then have them fall into it and already have the gas in there. So that is the main trap that I'd like to rig up, if possible. But I
Where would
don't
you
think
want
we
to?
have enough time.
You could do it if you took the 12 guards that you have remaining and dug it. That would take your full 30 minutes. So it would be all three of you. It would be all three of you, all 12 guards,
And
and
I'll pull the drunks
Pyro.
off to do this as well.
Could
When we're actually getting attacked, I'd like them to do what I said about the giving the help action to the archers. But John,
yeah,
you
I
have a
was
suggestion?
I was just gonna ask if we could kind of prep them with instructions for when we do, when the combat does happen. Let's say we just finished the trench and then brr, 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 they're coming. They know what to do without a bunch of instruction.
So yeah, even though we're not addressing the other gate, is the other gate available for the townsfolk to get out? Also, how many
Yes.
civilians do we have?
Roll me 2d12.
13.
That is how many civilians you have left in this town.
Okay, so basically just like every able-bodied person willing to fight is a part of the defense then. That's all just like children
Yes.
and non-well-bodied.
Essentially, yeah. So all the able-bodied people who can pick up a sword, pick up a bow, a spear, anything, are the 12 that you have with you. The rest are, like women, and the other 13 that you just rolled for are like women and children.
All right.
This
So,
can't go wrong whatsoever.
yeah, you have. So if you want to, if you pull everyone off, so if you pull everyone off, drunkards, including the 12 people and you three, you could spend your rest of your 30 minutes to dig that trench through. I'll say you can dig it from the tavern through to the front gate where you want to dig it.
Okay.
I also don't have any indications to do it on the map. So
We'll get there when we get there, but if that's the case, then yes, I would like to make sure that people are watching for contact and then get everyone prepped to make sure that the plan is when the signal is given to fall back off of the walls, the three of us probably, if not the three of us, probably at least me and Corvus will act as rear guard by time as everyone withdraws from the walls and starts leading civilians out the gate, and then we'll try to get as many to fall into the pit as we can and then catch up with you, because Corvus and I run fast.
okay.
If either of you have other things to contribute to the plan or think of better ideas, please say so.
Yes, time is paused right now. So your
I
30 minutes have not started.
Is there anything that I could do as far as just setting up just simple spike barricades at the front walls?
You would have to go and cut trees down, or you could try using some of the lumber You could try using some of the lumber that they've brought into the town recently, but doing that by yourself, you wouldn't be able to get enough ready.
Okay. Is there anything that I could grab that's similar to barbed wire that I could throw over the tops of the walls to make it more difficult to get
Run
over?
some tar. or pitch glue, which town should have.
Yeah, the town should have it. You can start breaking windows and shit.
Oh, I'll start doing that, grabbing the tar and slathering it on the top of the walls.
Clever. I would not have thought of that.
All right. So, players, your 30 minutes starts now. So, Adam, you run off. You start breaking windows, gathering broken bottles. You start slathering tar up at the top. Gel, you, Corvus, and the rest of the townsfolk are starting to dig that trench.
And I specifically will be the one to deal with the part that is the actual cloud kill because I'm resistant to poison.
Sounds good. All right. So we're going to, you know what? We're going to say you finished 5 minutes early. That gives you enough time to get people into position.
All right. And
So your 6 drunkards have returned back, now being sobered up.
Okay.
These two are gonna take position over here. And he's gonna take position over here as I just knock over my entire fucking DM screen. Oh, because my phone's propped on it, that's why.
And our plan for once we bolt out the back is to run for the river.
Okay.
That good with you guys? Get
Works
some
for me.
flowing water.
It works for me. I'm sure Corvus is down for the idea, being aquatic and all that.
All right. So you've got 5 minutes to position yourselves and 3 more drunkards and 12 other guardsmen.
Are there any wagons in town? Boxes,
Yes.
barrels, such?
Yeah, I don't have fucking A. I should have busted out more terrain for this shit.
That's fine.
Question,
It's gonna be
Evan.
stacked against the door of the gate.
Okay,
Fair.
so you 3 are gonna stay up front, or are you gonna stay in the back?
Well, real quick, how much of the tar would you say that I use just to cover the tops of the walls with glass?
You used about, I would say, half of it.
Perfect. I want to take any wooden barrel that I can find, throw that in front of the walls, break it, and cover it in tar. So when the enemy comes close, we can set that ablaze.
Wonderful. Okay, so
Nice.
2 more drunkards took their positions here and here. Oop. I realized that the glare was still a bit showing up. Apologies. So you have
So how
these 12 guardsmen.
So how wide is the gate and how reinforced
It is
is
20 feet wide.
Yeah.
It's like your standard wooden portcullis. Or metal. It's a metal portcullis.
Okay.
That comes like right across here.
Might cut the rope for that.
Okay.
We'll see. But
So the
in that
guardsmen for
case-
now are just gonna kind of form a defensive block.
yeah. So are all of those guards melee then?
Yes.
Those 12 are
All
all
the-
melee?
Yes, your 6 archers are up on the roof.
Okay. Fellas, should we be up on the wall or down on the ground? Because I can just walk through the portcullis, but
Hang on, I got an ad loading. It's obscuring my screen.
you're good, man.
Nice. So players, I'm gonna say you have 2 minutes left before before your arrivals show up.
Rivals. I'd say I'm good. I think I'm just gonna have a torch ready in my hand before they show
I
up.
think you, Adam, should probably be up on the wall. You're more of a ranged combatant than a ground.
Right? Then I need one of you to take the torch and light the tar in front of the walls when needed.
I will just punch it with hot fists.
Works for me.
So Adam, you're gonna come up onto the wall next to this archer here.
Ah,
And then
Sounds
Corvus
good.
and Gel, you guys move to kind of the middle.
Also,
Okay.
we
Right.
could just throw the torch down from up there.
could you point to my guy from here? Just now
Oh,
that
you
I
are
can
right
see.
here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
black
is.
base,
Let me.
kind of shiny gold. I'm white base with the
That's right.
copper paint.
I'm the
Yeah,
clone.
I'll
with
zoom
the
in a
minigun.
little bit to help you guys out if that helps.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
that position works fine.
All right. So you see coming up from the road. 2, 3, 4. You see 4 armored soldiers, or 8 armored soldiers on either side coming up. There are 3 adult. There are 3 adult dragonborn. And there is a tiefling woman, heavily armored. She is heavily armored in beautiful, like gold accented armor. Like part of her shoulder is. Oh, I'm sorry. She actually doesn't show up on the camera. She's going to be right here. Like one of her shoulder plates is spiky, right? And she is wielding and she has a glaive resting in her hand, kind of like how spearmen hold their spears up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She is standing. She is there. She makes the. I almost called them kobolds. The dragonborn part, and she steps forward, and she doesn't say anything. She just kind of looks. You can tell that she is just looking at the town, looking at what you guys are having going on, right?
No moves
How
of
you lot
open
doing?
hostility yet.
Nope. It's just they're just standing there. I must
How
say,
you lot doing this fine evening?
We shall see the answer to that when it comes. She
Awfully cryptic.
she continues to look at the defenses. I must say, these are good defenses for the time frame that you have had. However, she takes her glaive, kind of spins it in her hand and slams it into the ground. Actually, no, she just kind of lets go of her glaive and you just see it just kind of disappear into, like red magic dust that kind of moves with the wind. I have a horrible time explaining like weapons apparating and disapparating, and it's fucking, I hate it. But anyway, so she does that. She holds her arms out and she's like, and she says, "Right now, I am here to talk. I am not here to attack. I am here to talk."
Out of character, boys. You mind if I handle the start of this one?
By all means.
Alrighty.
Sure.
Going back in character now. Alright
Okay.
then, if you're here to talk, what do you have to say?
Well, I am here to explain some things, introduce myself, as we have not been properly acquainted since you buried all that rubble on top of my house. So I would like to introduce myself. I need to pull up her character sheet. There we go. Okay. My name is Demon Lord Amalgra, one of the 4 demon lords to serve under our rightful king. Now,
Amalgra?
yes, that's her name, Amalgra.
Okay.
My boss, you could say, has tasked me with taking this portion of the land. Now, why he has asked me, I have no clue. But as I am a soldier, I follow the orders of my king. Now, I am here to offer you, we'll say, an option. I'm doing hand gestures, and I really wish the camera was picking this up because it would be awesome. But she says, I'm here to offer you 2 options. Option 1 is, I know this is far too late in terms of offering this, but do know that I mean it sincere, and I will uphold it. I will allow you and the remaining members of this town 72 hours to vacate. We will not attack you on your way out. You will have safe passage from here to the city of Portsmouth, which for you guys know, for you players, Portsmouth is the town that you came from when you to take this quest here. It was about a I would say about a 2 or 3 day walk.
Okay.
So it would be more than enough time to leave the town and get there. Likewise, even if we actually, I'm going to go with the second option now. The second option is you all can make your final stand here and die.
So Evan, that name, Demoness, Allegra, and
Amalgra.
Amalgra, and one of the 5 demons of the rightful king. Any of that mean
4 demon
anything
generals.
to us?
Does not mean anything to you, but Corvus, go ahead and make me an Arcana check, please.
You got it.
I don't think that's gonna go great.
Hey, you who have little faith in the shark. Let me go back to my character sheet.
You can do Arcana or History. I'll give you History, whichever one is higher and you want to do.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm gonna give you.
Yeah, they're both intelligent, so they're still straight D20s. But I do appreciate the sentiment, Evan. I honestly do. How does the 16 fare me?
Did you roll with advantage?
I did not.
Roll with advantage.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
13, so we'll keep the 16.
Yeah, I'll give it to you on a 16.
Okay.
You remember when you first got invaded when your ship got captured by Davy Jones? You remember the sheer power, the sheer demonic energy that was coming off of him as he captured your vessel, as he enslaved you into his will. All of those memories and all of that is brought rushing back into your head as you look at her. As she stands there with her arms out, awaiting, after she had just presented you her options.
Can I roll insight to see if she recognizes the residual energy on me?
That wouldn't be insight. Would it?
Yeah, that's what he asked.
No, I'm yeah, you know what? Sure. Yeah. I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can roll to see if she's recognized the power off of you.
Thank you, sir. I rolled a 17 plus 1 is a 18.
Yeah, you can tell that she turned as she now moves her gaze to you, and a little cheeky smile comes across her face, and she says, "Ah, I see you have met one of my fellow generals."
I cocked my. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, she's gonna say, shame for his first to have landed on such a strong specimen.
I cock my head at her in acknowledgement and say, "Well, you keep quite the interesting company in terms of bosses. speaking as a former employee to the boss. But your sentiment is kind. You wouldn't happen to know of a way I could get rid of this, would you?
Right now, you have two methods of which you can remove that curse. Your first one, go kill the Squid Man himself. That will free you and everyone else under his power. Second, find a god who is more powerful than him, who can reverse the curse.
Kill a demon general. You wouldn't happen to be in line for promotion now, would you?
Oh no, honey, we are the same rank. Even
Ah.
if I were to kill him, I would not go any higher. I am already as high as I can be.
Shame. Quite the shame. But congratulations on your own success. It seems quite well earned.
I've held this position for 10,000 years, but thank you. I love this.
No problem. May I ask, your offer is very generous, and it is a little surprising. May I ask, A, why, and B, what's your interest in this town?
And I'll answer the interest question first. In terms of interest, I am just doing what my bosses tell me to do.
Fair enough.
My boss is telling me to take this town. I gather my forces and I take this town. And please repeat the first part of your question again.
Of course. Why extend us this generous offer after we, as you put it, stacked your house, for lack of a better description?
The top part of the house I am not worried about. That I can eat, that I can rebuild. Also, I killed the person who lived there before. No, that was you buried me inside of my cave. So I was not too happy about that. But as I have learned, my anger in the past has gotten me absolutely fucking nowhere. So I thought instead I would come and greet you with open arms. Give a suggestion. Fuck you, Deon. Give you an option rather than go straight to bloodshed.
Intriguing. Allow us a moment to confer with the elders, if you will.
By all means.
Many thanks.
I shall leave you alone for the night. We shall return to our place in the woods. Now, I will say this to you. If I catch any of you near my house, I will consider it an act of war. And I will march upon this city, this town, and kill all of you. And the same way it goes with my soldiers. Should one of my troops not follow their orders, feel free to kill them. After all, the disobedient must die. Do we have a deal? Shark.
I'd say we have a deal, General. And am I close enough to shake her hand? I assume we're in.
We're on the other side of a portcullis.
Yeah, you're on the other side of a portcullis. No one.
Okay.
No one's
I wasn't.
down.
Okay. Well, I nod at her respectfully and tell her we have an understanding, General. Thank you for your time.
Yes. And should you decide tonight that you don't want to follow the orders, I will give you a third option. Send your champion, your strongest fighter, to my residence. Or even better yet, shoot a flare into the sky, and I will come back. I will fight your champion. Should your champion best me, my troops and I will leave, never to return. Should I best your champion, you now have 24 hours to vacate the town.
Define
Kind
best
offer.
you.
Yes, go on, Slime Man.
I said define best you.
If you can kill me. Or at least get me to a point where I concede defeat.
And what kind of okay.
Oh, out of the corner of your eye, you see Iroh getting a bit like trigger happy, like he wants to go fight this person.
I just calmly like just put my hand on his shoulder and kind of like settle him down, like I'm trying to
You're
settle
15
down a
feet
kid.
away from him.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, you can do your hand gesture though of like calm down, right? Like
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a face on the back of my head. Don't you fuck and point at him. Don't you fucking do it.
A kind and tempting offer. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, Deon.
Oh no, I'm just pointing at Iroh out the back of my head, just like, don't you fucking do it.
A kind and tempting offer. And tell me, should we choose option 3? What kind of flowers should we bring the general?
the flowers will not be for my grave, but for yours, dear boy.
I like our banter. I look forward to giving you our answer.
I as well. I pray that I do not see you in 72 hours. And with that, she kind of holds her hand out. Her glaive appears back in her hand. She speaks in a tongue that none of you know. And her troops kind of all turn around and march back down the way that she came. And I'm just going to pull them off down to the bottom. And now, with that, I'm going to switch off the battle map players, if that is all right with everyone.
Go for it.
All right. And we are back to this scene. So, players, you have just been met by a demon lord who is giving you 3 options: either fight and die, so stay in the town for 72 hours, send your best fighter to go fight her, and if you win, her troops will leave, never to return. But if your champion loses, you now have your time has been cut short from 72 to 24 hours to vacate the town. Or option 3 is you take the 72-hour window and you gather up all the civilians and you go to Portsmouth to relocate them.
All right, Corvus.
Yeah.
So she playing all that with that talk about being the same as David Jones and such. Do you think either of us could take Davy Jones in a fight?
At this current strength level?
Yes, at the strength level of, say, the next 72 hours, yeah. Or,
I would
sorry, I
be.
think option 3 was 24 hours.
I would
Think
have the
either of us
highest
could do it?
chance. I would have
Sorry.
the highest. Nope, you're good. I would have the highest chance, but it would not be an easy fight, mate.
So I'm going to take that as a no.
But
I don't think
I'm down to fight her. I am
I
willing.
don't think us jumping her is gonna work,
No.
because that just seems like a bad idea.
I think out of all of us, I could probably take her in a one-on-one.
I mean, it's one of the two of us. No offense, Adam. Your spells are fantastic, but she's clearly a melee fighter, and you have surprisingly soft scales.
I'd give myself a 20% chance of survival.
That's a fucking terrible percentage. That's 1 in 5.
Yeah. Maybe 25. Could be
That's
1 in 4.
in 4. That's not
Yeah.
better.
I'm willing to run it.
I-
What do you guys think?
Honestly, the safest option for the people would definitely just be to evacuate. Do I like the idea of handing this town over to a demon lord? Absolutely not. But if we're taking civilians into account, we need to relocate them. So
Point.
what I think would be the better option is, for one, if Corvus, aside from your disgraceful flirtation with the demon lord,
That was pretty good for him, to be honest.
well,
As far
okay,
as Corvus goes, that was downright gentlemanly.
Thank you.
okay, sure,
thank you.
sure. We'll give him
That's
that,
not a
but
compliment.
I'm glad someone recognizes my effort.
While you guys are having this conversation, you can see Ivala and Mintha are
Oh, I was willing to
shaking.
just have them in as a part of this, as the probably
Oh no,
actually two smartest people in town.
they have not moved from where they are. They look rattled.
Oh, you two look like you have information to share and genuine fear. Wait, before we get into this, where the fuck is Iro?
Iroh's still up against the wall. You can see that the guards are kind of trying to hold him down. Like 8 of them are pinning him down to the ground, yelling at him, "Don't go fight her."
Iro, you're not gonna fight her, mate. She's gonna gut you like a trout. We don't want that. You're not gonna get paid. You're not gonna get paid if you get gutted like a trout, mate.
Did that convince him at all, Evan?
Yeah, he gives up. He's like, ugh. So, and then so do you walk over to where Mintha and Ivala are?
Yes.
Upon further look, you see that both their eyes are glowing gold. They don't know that you're there. They seem to not be paying attention that you're there, but you can tell that something is going on with them.
Yeah, wave my hand in front of their eye line. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh.
What are they doing?
Staring at something. I'm gonna look at what they're staring at.
No, they're just looking down at the ground.
That's
Their eyes are just like their irises are just not iris. The iris of their eye is gold instead of their usual colors.
okay.
are
I'm
they under
not
a
physically
trance?
capable of snapping my fingers. Someone wanna like snap their fingers in their
I'll
ears?
I'll snap my fingers next to them and see if they react.
Nothing.
Can I bitch slap one of them?
Don't let's try
You know
let's
what? You
try a
are free
poke
to try.
first. Let's try
Dang.
a poke first.
Dang. Domestic
Okay,
abuse.
I'll go ahead and gently shove one of them.
Adam, you are flung backwards 10 feet as a sudden force emanates from one of them and just shoves you back 10 feet.
Fuck, what the fuck?
You hear a voice in your head. Only your head, Adam. Now, do not try and interrupt me when I am talking to my daughters. Should you do this
Who?
again, I will see that your fate is met sooner than you would like.
Well, okay, hold on, back up. What the
voice
fuck?
leaves your head.
Adam, who the hell are you yelling at?
Do you guys not hear that?
No, you talking a voice
Describe
fight?
that.
Okay. Let me back up for a second. So, after I just got yeeted fucking 10 feet, there was a voice that was saying, "Don't interrupt my talk while I'm talking to my daughters." So, there's that. And I'm very scared. Do not touch them right now.
Yeah, we'll
don't.
address that later. Regardless of what decision we make, the townspeople are leaving.
Yeah.
So let's start getting to work on that and Personally,
Uh,
I think
mhm.
I agree that I don't want to give this town just willy-nilly to a demon lord and vampires, so I'd like to booby trap the living shit out of it. But yeah, we need to get everything prepared for evacuation of this town.
Mhm.
Also, any local legend and reason why this would have any importance at all. So, who? Shit, the bartender's dead, and Iroh's sheriff. There any kind of actual elderman, leader, something in this town? We've only been dealing with Iroh's
Um,
dumbass.
there is not an elderman that you can see. Also, their eyes change back and they kind of shake their head. And which one did you push, Adam?
The one standing on the right.
And I need to look up at the map.
All right, the mage
Okay,
or the
you
savvy
pushed.
one?
We're gonna say you pushed Mintha. Mintha turns to look at you and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you get launched 10 feet away?"
In short, yeah, that's precisely what happened.
Oh
Um,
yes,
Closer to 11,
I
to be
did hear
honest.
Mother yell at you. I am sorry about that. We should have told you. Actually,
well,
are we at? She said something in Elvish to Evala. Evala responds back in Elvish. They converse a little bit in Elvish, and then she looks back to you and she says, "Okay, on second thought, I couldn't have told you to begin with, but I'm
uh,
sorry."
well, not totally good. Just I'm guessing you can't say who your mother is.
I mean, we probably could. Could we? And then you hear as you're kind of like trying to figure this out, um, you hear another familiar, lovely familiar voice where he says, now, you do not want to break your mother's wishes." And leaning up against the wall is good old fashioned Herm as he's kind of leaning against a wall about 10 feet away from where Mintha and Ivala are.
Yeah, gambling.
Well, yes, although
You have
I'm
a problem, mate.
You're a
indeed
fucking
he
shark
does.
man.
Right. Well, you know what? Point taken.
Actually, if you believe it or not, I am not here for you three. I am here for these two. And he points to Avala and Mintha as he proceeds to hand them. He hands them a black feather, and he hands each of them a black feather, and both of them look at the feather, look at Herm, kind of nod their head. They tuck the feather away, and they start walking away.
Oh,
So I take it you're not helping with the defense of the town then.
They're not able to. They have been, what's the word? They've been recalled by powers higher in their network.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Mintha, in case I die here, a part of my physiology means that I just know how to speak. Like, I think in primordial. If that. You're the only person I know doing an ecology of me.
Try to
Like, my
conserve some
name.
of your matter and send it to me.
You
Give
know
her
what?
some of
Fuck
your
it.
goop. Give her your goop.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Give her your goop. Sorry.
Yeah,
Corvus,
I'll give
calm
her
down.
I'll give her a hit point of goo.
All right. She kind of just holds open a vial. You put a hit point of goo in the vial. She seals it up, throws it in her bag. She looks at um, all three of you and says, "It's been a pleasure knowing you. I do hope we get to meet again under better circumstances." And you hear Ivala yell her name, and she's like, "Okay, I must go. Bye."
All right.
And she leaves.
What a
Well,
strange sibling
we're
pair, but
definitely
you know,
not staying in this fucking town. There,
the
there's
town's
no
dead.
way we're defending this shit without the two of them to help us. So either we're failing now or probably in the morning. Uh, don't think don't think these folks will do too well going through at night. Uh, or we're leaving in the morning and Corvus is gonna fight her.
Oh my! Is that actually your plan?
It's an option. I give myself maybe 25% chance tops at surviving, but
To be
we do
clear,
have a
I
better
don't
option.
want you to do that. I think it's a bad idea.
I concur.
I mean,
No. The man can do what the man wants. But in the end, remember, the three of you are a team.
Well, yeah, ideally, I'd like to jump her ass, but there's also the rest of her fighting force, and I don't think Iroh is gonna do much against that. I don't think he'll be able to keep all of them off our ass. But
thanks,
I'm just
man.
saying, I don't think he'll keep all 8 other assholes and the 3 dragonborn. Also, were any of them vampires, Evan? Just
Yes, the
visually.
three. Yeah, the three cobalt. Well, you saw 8 armored vampires spawn, and there were 3 normal vampires. The dragonborn.
Okay. Wait yeah, unless we've got if we had a priest or some way to sanctify weapons and water and such, this would be a very different conversation. But we don't, so I don't really know what we're gonna do here.
I'd say we
Except,
take the.
sorry,
Go ahead.
go ahead, Corvus.
I'd honestly say we take the offer. I mean, I'm not one to shy away from a fight. I still do want to fight her, but thinking about the group and thinking about the people of the town, if we fight her and I lose, there's no guarantee she'll spare them when she takes it. So,
Oh yeah, regardless of what we do, the townspeople they need to get the fuck on.
yeah. So I'd say we get them safely to. Gosh, that's tough though, because our guild
Portsmouth.
really would want us to go against the demons, probably kill them. But
I feel like the guild prioritizes success more than honor and glory, and
well, right.
3 more
That,
dead. 3 more dead isn't really gonna help the guild. Feel like reporting this intelligence back is better.
good point. Good point.
Again, if we could get her alone to fight alone, or somehow kill off all the vampires real quick with like holy water or such, then yeah, I also want to jump her ass. But I don't think we can fight a demon lord and uh 11 vampires realistically.
Yeah, not with the current resources available to us. So I
Seriously,
think
what
we
kind of
should.
town in the middle of the goddamn frontier doesn't have a priest?
I gotcha. Yeah, that's weird. Not gonna lie, never seen that before.
I think by definition that makes this a hamlet, not a town.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so we're taking the 72-hour option.
Why? Since technically we have a 72-hour period of non-aggression for the villagers to escape or evacuate, why don't they start making their way out into the next town farther away, while we set up, I don't want to say a full-scale ambush, but one where we could set up almost a terrain to our advantage. Like, we agreed to the duel, send out our champion, cough cough Corvus here. However, before then, we modify a certain aspect of the terrain where the spectators, aka the army that is under this demon lord, will be standing. So if we do end up needing to step in if Corvus can't hold his own ground, we have the perfect setup to take out a huge amount of the enemy in one fatal go, assuming they don't notice the trap set for them, making our
agree, and I like that. But what trap are we gonna do? The best thing we've got is the fucking cloud kill shit, and well, that'll still hurt vampires. I know that vampires aren't immune to poison, right, Evan?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that'll still hurt the vampires. I don't know if it's enough to kill them. If
well,
we had explosives, if we had holy water, if we had a means to set the trench on fire once they fall in, yeah. But I don't think we can get them all in one go.
well,
And if we can't
we
get them
don't
all in one
need
go, we're
to.
fucked.
We don't need to get all of them in one go. And remember how I took the building down with Thunderwave?
Yeah.
If we set up shrapnel all over the vicinity, especially very sharp shrapnel, I can use Thunderwave to essentially make what's essentially a giant shotgun blast, just absolutely shredding them.
The hell's a shotgun?
That
And
is
yes, you're
fantastic.
suggesting to make a claymore.
Yes, with me as the trigger.
Yeah, you as the explosive propellant for the claymore. It's not a bad thought. I just don't think it'll work. I just don't think it'll work to get everything.
Well, that's why we cover majority of the terrain in that, because I have more than one shot for Thunderwave. Max I can do is 4.
Okay.
So
Now,
even if it's
Mhm.
go ahead.
with all of that information in mind, assuming that me and Adam do manage to, quick as we possibly can, kill off her reinforcements, then do you think that we could kill someone of Jones's caliber, the three of us?
Yeah, 3 of us combined, we could kill her.
Now, John, is that Corvus being a bold and arrogant man, or is that something that you have talked with Evan about and genuinely think?
I haven't talked with Evan about it, but I genuinely think that, yeah, Davy Jones is mortal just like the rest of us. It's just that he's really well. No, he's not mortal. He's actually immortal with the curse. But of his caliber, so Davy Jones is close to kind of deity status in this universe. Assuming he's still like one of the demon princes, right, Evan?
Yeah, so he's one of the demon lords.
Okay.
So he is mortal.
Okay.
You can't kill him.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
what
yeah.
she
So
said.
he's mortal, so he'll fall down like the rest of us. So yeah, Corvus this is like an educated, not guess, but assessment.
So, Adam and I have no
But
context for how powerful a demon lord is, Evan.
I could be wrong
Oh,
though. That's the thing. Like Evan didn't clear it with me that I could kill him. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, I know.
so yeah, so character
Cool.
wise, right? You are all free to think what you want to think. You know that she is of the same power level as Davy Jones. You know that she is over 10,000 years old. and that she's a pretty cocky. So
Oh, he
do with
doesn't
that
mean
information
anything,
as
though,
you
really.
will.
So Deon speaking here. I think we're going to die if we try to do this.
Well, I mean, I don't
I
like
don't think it'll
that's
work.
kind of linear though. Like if we're being pushed to do anything, I think we should be able to kill her.
I think in a couple of levels, yeah, probably. But I think right now, we probably don't have it in us.
I think it's possible with all three of our efforts plus the trap.
That's the other thing. I don't know that we'll get that crazy of a thing out of a trap. Do we have any idea, Evan, about how strong a vampire spawn and a true vampire are?
Yes.
We have any?
Yeah, you know that. Actually, where's my monster manual? Let me pull this out. Yeah, you know that. Yes, so you guys are able to know that at your level, right? Because you're what, level 7?
Yes.
You could take a, well, depending on I'm trying to read the description now of the spawn. You know that vampire spawns will vary between sword wielders and spellcasters. You know that they are powerful spellcasters, able to cast oh no, that's just okay. Yes, you know that they are able to cast at most up to level 5 spells.
Oh shit.
And the 3 vampires themselves, you know that taking one of them on in a fight, the 3 of you would be able to take one on in a fight. Taking 3 on at the same time, though, might you can guess that it would probably be a challenge.
Okay, so I don't think that any trap we set up is going to reliably kill all 3 vampires if it even gets the spawn.
We might be outgunned.
I think we're outgunned.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take her offer, I guess.
To be clear, I am also unsatisfied, John, but I think we just need to bolt.
Oh yeah, no, it is what it is. It's basically this what you go through in a game when you try and go through a high level area.
Yeah,
Low
except we
level.
can't respawn.
Yeah.
Because yes, I would also just throw us at her right now, but we can't respawn. Well, we can respawn as long as wait, Adam's a bard. He doesn't have revivify. No, we
I do
can't
not.
respawn.
Oh no, he has the
No.
whole spell book. Can he cast
Revivify
for?
is not on the bard spell list.
Yeah, then Adam, you can't cast for Vivify.
Damn.
I think technically he can raise us as zombies if he wants to in a couple of levels, but
That would be
wait,
funny.
I don't think you can do that to me because I'm not a humanoid.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I don't think you can raise my dead as a zombie or a skeleton. You can raise Jebediah's bones, though.
True.
All right, I think we gotta evacuate. But we can still booby trap the shit out of this place.
I think that would definitely be a very fun surprise
It'll at
for
least
them.
make me feel better.
I concur.
Yeah, it'll be better part of valor, gentlemen.
All right. Do any of our characters know how to rig up explosives?
I believe Adam would.
Yeah,
I think
you
Adam
Also,
and
I
Corvus
would
could be
too.
the two.
Yeah, Adam and
Yeah.
Corvus should both know how to.
Yeah. Also, Herman's just still sitting. He's just still chilling there, listening to you guys have this conversation.
I mean, you
I
got
don't
any
know.
thoughts, Magic Man?
Yeah, do you want to take her down?
Oh, as much as I would love to take that bitch down a peg, I believe my hands are tied. At the divine level, we shall say.
Who are
Rip
you,
that.
mate? You are clearly someone of great import, some great interest, and you clearly know your stuff. Who are you? Forgive me for being so bold as to just blatantly ask you like that, but who are you?
He kind of looks around and he's like, I don't believe anyone would hear me say this. He kind of gets a bit closer to you and he's like, I'm just a messenger of the divine level. And that's all he tells you. Before he kind of
Okay,
steps back, chuckles, and just stands there still.
Question, Evan, would it be
Yes.
metagaming for me to be like, you're probably a god then, because gods always speak in damn riddles, but that was a good one.
No, yeah, it's not meta. I mean, I'm pretty sure I made it obvious he is
That's
a
pretty
god.
blatant.
Yeah, he reversed the effects of the deck of many things. This motherfucker is a god.
Yeah, he straight up unkilled me.
Yeah, he untrapped your soul from the fucking boot of a bottle that it got stuck in.
Oh yeah, you were in a boot.
Huh.
A
I'm gonna
glass
miss that
boot.
bar.
A glass boot filled with beer, gentlemen. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's called a boot. I'm gonna miss that bar.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess we, unless Herm is going to give us more gambling opportunities, I think the only thing left to do is to get the
I'll let you
townspeople
gamble.
prepared, uh, set up the booby traps, and see if anyone in this town knows any reason why they would want this shitty little town. Those are the only things
you
I have
ask-
left on the agenda.
Yeah. Do you ask Herm if you can gamble?
I'll ask him.
I should be responsible first. I'll ask if
First.
he's leaving now, or if he'll be back after. Herm, are you leaving? Are you vanishing now, or will you still be here after we do the responsible thing of making sure that the townspeople are ready to leave and asking questions?
If you're asking in terms of the deck and you wish to gamble, I can offer you a quick round of gambling right now. And then I believe I must take my leave. I cannot. My sister will be very angry if they find out I am here.
Don't be a degenerate gambler, mate.
But I'm not.
Or do it.
Give me the deck.
Yeah, he's doing it.
He holds his hand out and the deck just appears in front of his hand. My camera's too far away, but it just appears in front of his hand. How many do you wish to draw?
4.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty. Does anyone else wish to take a chance?
I want to. I just don't want to crit fail like I did last time.
Also, Evan, if I can retroactive, I gave Mintha 5 hit points of me.
Okay. Yeah, so you're down 5 HP.
Yeah.
Alright. So Gel, he hands you 4 cards. He's like, but wait, I would wait first. Anyone else wish to draw?
I'm tempted to, sir, but I don't want to push my luck or be disrespectful to the cards because as a former pirate, we are avid gamblers, you see, and we have a notion of abusing the dice. I don't want to abuse
There are only
the
6
deck.
left.
Oh fuck.
The deck you drew 4, so there are 6 left after you drew 4.
Oh, I'm
He's like,
gonna die.
Yeah.
Could I
The deck has not
impose
regenerated.
Could I
But
could
we
I
got all the
impose
good
and
ones.
draw 2 then?
All right, Corvus. He draws the top 2 and gives them to you. Says, "Do not flip them yet." Adam, can I interest you in taking the last 4?
Fuck it.
All righty. He gives you the last 4. Now, gentlemen. He kind of like snaps his fingers and like a round table with a purple cloth appears over it. The letter H is embroidered in it. I
Nice.
believe
To
we
make a
have
note
some
of that.
I believe we have some cards to play. Now, Gel, he takes
Oh.
the cards from your hands. The first
Oh, I
one
fucked
for
up,
Mr.
guys.
Gel.
I fucked up so bad. I forgot that it hadn't regenerated. One of us is gonna die.
You fucking
Okay.
what?
Cards instantly kills you.
You already drew it though.
No, those are
No,
two
none of
different
them do.
things. That trapped your soul. One of them kills you.
Actually, none of them do. Not in this deck. I've looked the cards over, but we'll see. Talon, Mr. Gel. Deon, every magic item you wear or carry disintegrates. Artifacts in your possession aren't destroyed but do vanish.
I have no magic items on me.
Indeed. All right, next one. Knight. You gain the service of a 4th level fighter who appears in a space you choose within 30 feet of you. The fighter is of the same race as you and serves you loyally until death. Believing the fates have drawn him or her to you, you control this character. I do not have a 4th level knight sheet, so or
I'll
fighter
make
sheet.
one
So
for you in a bit.
okay.
Right, a good stand-in would be a veteran as stat block. Will be a good stand-in
Okay.
until I make one proper for you.
Oh, Mr. Gell, you have drawn Moon. You are granted the ability to cast the Wish spell 1d3 times. Please roll me a d3.
I will roll a d6 and cut it in half.
Sounds good.
It's a 6, motherfucker.
You get 3.
3 wishes?
I get 3 wishes.
The
Damn.
last card you draw is Key. A rare or rarer magic weapon with which you are proficient appears in your hand. The GM chooses the weapon. Now, Mr. Gell, in correlation with the other items, the last time you all drew these cards, I will let you pick one to keep, and the rest shall disappear. Which one do you wish to keep? As the 4 cards are laid out in front of you.
I'd go for the wishes if I were you, dude.
Obviously, I'm going to go for the wishes, but I just want to point this out that first one disintegrated all of the magic items that I don't have. The second one created possibly the only other plasmoid in existence.
Yes.
Because it specifies that the knight is the same species or the same race as me. So it created quite possibly the only other plasmoid in existence.
But hear me out.
Right now.
You could use a wish to create more plasmoids.
Ashton, obviously I'm taking the 3 wishes. I just
Yes.
want to point this out.
Yeah, Deon, please send me Discord me the wish spell description.
Yeah.
All right, Corvus, I believe you are up. Your first
sir.
one. Ooh, Donjon.
Oh, fuck.
Corvus, you disappear and become entombed in a state of suspended animation in an extra-dimensional sphere. Everything you were
goodness.
wearing and carrying stays behind in the space you occupied when you disappeared. You remain
Not
imprisoned
again.
until you are found and removed from the sphere. Blah, 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 doesn't matter. And then the second one you draw, you draw the Fates. The Fates is reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use the card's magic as soon as you draw the card or at any other time before you die. So, which one do you wish to keep?
The Fate one, of course.
Okay, so you now stand in front of... So he hands that card to you, and he says, you may hold on to this. Please do be careful, though, as magic... as fuckery will occur should you do the wrong thing. Now, I will go to Adam, and then we will come back to you. for changing fate.
Okay.
Yes. Adam,
Yep.
the first one you draw, idiot. Permanently reduce your intelligence by 1d4 plus 1 to a minimum score of 1. You can draw one additional card beyond your declared draws, but we're out. The deck is out. The second card you draw is Sun. Where's that one? I need to fucking find it. Why can't I find it? Which fucking card is it on? Oh. Adam, you gain 50,000 XP and a wondrous item which the GM determines randomly appears in your hands.
What the fuck?
The third one is Jester. Where the fuck is Jester? Can I not find these? Oh, Ashton, you gain 10,000 XP, or you can draw 2 additional cards, but that doesn't matter because we're out. And the last one is Flames.
Flames?
Flames is, a powerful devil becomes your enemy. The devil seeks your ruin and plagues your life, savoring your suffering before attempting to slay you. The enmity lasts until either of you or the devil dies.
Oh, so
Or until either you or the devil dies. It doesn't say the devil needs. It doesn't say they're going to show back up.
No, I'm just saying she can just turn around and come kill Adam.
Oh, she definitely
the devil that it creates.
So, Adam, which card do you wish to keep?
I'm keeping the Sun card.
Okay. So, as a good DM, I should distribute the XP evenly. So that would probably, I would say 50 XP, 50,000 would level you each up. I'm going to say once, or I'm going to say twice to level 9.
Hey, I can walk on water now.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Corvus.
Yes, sir.
I believe we have your card to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Herm kind of leans, a chair appears behind him and he leans back. And he says, have you considered what you wish to unravel?
I have, but I'm concerned at the timing. Before a great fight.
So you wish to save
we're not taking the fight. Would I be able
right,
to?
Evan, it will get us to level 9.
Yeah, so you all level up twice.
The fuck is my Zins? Up there.
Corvus.
I've considered what I would like to use this card for, but I'm puzzled by the ramifications.
Well, sadly, I'm not in a position to answer that. Only the matron would be able to do that, and I still think she's pissed off at me.
Who's the matron, may I ask?
Suddenly appearing behind you, Corvus, just walking out of the shadows, is let me go get the mini for her because I need to know her description. Fucking hell! I have too much shit in my office. Here we go. Oh, she survived. Oh, her raven did not. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Now there's just a 3D resin printed raven somewhere around my fucking office. That's great. That's him. Oh, it's him. All right, I found him.
You'll find it, bro.
No, I just did. I almost stepped on him. So I'm putting him on one of the base of the Space Marines. Okay, so you see a woman appearing behind you with gray, like her skin is ashen gray. She has a gold kind of cloth around her waist with the part that comes down that is pure bronze, or that is bronze silk. She has a dress on her lower half that is a dark purple, a bright pink kind of silk top, and she has her black hair in a braid that she has going over her shoulder. She appears behind you and speaks. You don't know that she's there. She just shows up suddenly. So you just hear a voice behind you. It is I,
Ah,
the
what
goddess of fate.
Oh, you came out of nowhere.
Yes, and I must say, my cousin is a bit of a prick. I told him he should not be allowing mortals to draw from the deck, but yet he does not fucking listen. Now, don't shoot the messenger. Hermes, you are a fucking messenger, and I will fucking shoot you as soon as we are back.
Hermes.
You are a fucking prick. You may leave now. He's like, all right, very well. Snaps his fingers and he disappears. Now you, Mr. Corvus Galeswinger. As you have drawn the card The Fates, I am here to accept that card in return for unwinding and unraveling an event as if it never happened. But I believe you have questions on the ramifications.
I do.
Please share.
You see, I'm a bit finicky about magic now, since becoming what I am, and I'm worried that if I make this wish, I'll get what I want on the surface level, but end up worse off than I was before. Does that make sense?
That is a very fair thing to think about when you are dealing with the fates. Everything has its moment, everything has its place. Everyone lives, everyone is born, everyone dies. Everyone dies. But right now, because you drew this card, and she picks it up and she holds it in front of you, your string has suddenly stopped. I cannot see where it goes, I cannot see where it ends, or where it begins. You are now suspended until you choose to make this action. Your path, your fate has just started again from this very moment until you enact on that card.
I see. And just for just for curiosity's sake, I have no intention of claiming this, even if it is the case. Does that mean technically right now I'm immortal?
Oh no, you can still die. I could
Okay,
kill you
okay.
right now if I wanted to.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm saying that your path has started again. Your fate is now almost quite literally in your hands.
I see.
You can choose to erase something from the past. You don't know the future, I don't know the future.
Okay, can I have an out of character conversation with you real quick, Evan?
Yes.
Okay. So I had two lines. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking here. So I had this thought first planted in my head when we were talking with what's her name? Umgara?
Imalgra?
Amalgra, thank you.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, the demon lord. What if I basically tried to take Davy Jones's spot? Like if I killed him and replaced him. I had that thought. Like what if that could happen? If that would be possible, or if that would
That's
just be
more something that would come from mine. So you got the ability to
Well, no. I'm
change
not
an
talking about the
event.
card. I'm not talking about the card. I'm talking about just the
Oh.
general character arc. Like when she was talking about killing Davy Jones, just or not. Or I forget exactly how the idea came up, but she was talking
said
about.
kill Davy Jones.
Okay, yeah. So she did say it. Yeah. When she said that, that planted the idea. What if I killed him and took over his role?
So I'll give you this for free because we are discussing like the fate of your character.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to, so I'm going to, and correct me if I'm wrong in this, but you would want to use the card to erase Davy Jones from existence, correct?
No. This is separate from the card. I'm running two lines of thought by you. One is without the card. Like, let's say I hold on to the card and keep it.
Yes.
And I basically work to take over Davy Jones's role, basically replace him, kill him off, and maybe work with. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting her name. What's the demon lord's name? Not
Amalgra?
Amalgra. Oh, it is Amalgra. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe do a deal with Amalgra to replace, or like to basically backstab him out of there. Or I could use the card to remove my curse, but that would remove basically my association with Davy Jones and therefore my doorway into replacing him because I'm already imbued with his magic.
And it may also replace, because how long? So the other thing you need to think of, right, is you would be altering fate itself. So let's say you use this card, right, to stop. You wrote the event out that Davy Jones attacked your ship, right, and brought you and your crew under his curse. You would no longer be cursed, right?
Correct.
But you may also disappear from this moment.
That's what I'm
Because
also
you-
worried about. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because why
So
would
you
you
be-
be here if you weren't
Mhm.
a cursed monster?
Why would you be hunting monsters if you're not, for lack of a better word, if you're not a monster yourself? If you're not hunting a man down. So that would end, like, that would be, you have the option to essentially complete your character. I mean, not gonna lie, you have the option to just like, you could end your curse, you could go back to living the life that you were before as a pirate, right? Your family, you'd be able to go back to your family, start a family. Like, you could do all of that stuff, but you would never you never would have joined the monster hunting guild, you never would have worked through the Crimson Talons, you never would have met Gel and Adam.
Right. Okay, so that is that a possibility or is that definitive? Like that will happen?
Well, so right now, would you need to, the other thing is like Deon said, let's say you go with that option. What would have caused Corvus to join a monster hunting guild then? If he
To be
isn't
honest,
trying to hunt down Davy Jones.
the only logical thing I could see is because if he, let's say he didn't get abducted, right? He never would have become a pirate. He would have stayed a merchant essentially, and he would have worked on a merchant ship. I could see him potentially, because he did crave adventure. That's the reason why he set out in the first place. And if you're on the water, chances are, especially in these worlds, you'll come across monsters on the ocean. So I could see maybe the ship being attacked by a sea monster and being saved by a passing corsair ship of monster hunters, and that kind of inspired him. But it wouldn't be nearly as much of a main party member kind of lore. It would kind of be like a C tier or B tier inspiration backstory rather than my current, at least self estimation of like an ARS tier backstory.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense, or I don't know?
Yeah, no, it does. You would kind of shift from main to maybe a little more of a supporting character. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, this is a fun card to get to think about.
Right, I was thinking that's literally perfect for my character if he wants a way out.
Before you drew it, I was going to ask you if you wanted me to use one of my wishes to do this for you.
Yes.
Oh,
Deon also
shit.
has 1d3 wishes.
I didn't
I
even
have 3
think
of
about
them.
that.
Yeah.
He has 3 of them.
That's
There
right.
is the option if you do want to fix that shit, and I gesture at your face. Theoretically, I could use a wish to ensure that the 3 of us, I mean, I assume you want this, Adam, remember each other and this timeline, and then you can
Wonder
just
if
kind of find us if that's what you want in life.
I wonder if you could just remove the curse, then I could stay with you.
That was my other thought, that I could just try removing your curse in
Then I
very, very specific words.
Yeah, and then I
Uh,
could keep my card for us in case something horrible happens, and then I could redo that
yeah,
for us. For
So I'm
us,
reading the
like
official thing for Wish.
that's why I said try every time, Evan.
Yeah, I'm gonna if you wish for something, I'm gonna rule if you wish for something as simple as just breaking his curse, right, and revert him back to a human, then that is achievable. But I'm gonna also say Wish does not give you the same power as the Fates card.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
so I
like
couldn't prevent it from ever having happened. This is just, instead of going and finding a god to break this, we got lucky with pulling the cards, and by that I mean we pulled every card until we got the right card.
Yep.
Well, effectively, we did go to another god. Sorry, go ahead, Adam.
No, I was just agreeing.
Yeah.
Do we want to try that? Would I be able to keep the card for basically if something horrible happens to Gel or Adam, right? Would I be able to use that for them basically? Because it's still on my thread of life because they're part like our lives are intertwined right now. So could I
So
use that and basically say I wish or not wish, but I'm using this card to make the fact that Gel melted into a puddle of viscous, steam. Redo that shit. He's just Gel. That didn't happen. We're 5 minutes before that happened, and we have redo that.
yeah,
Could I?
well, you would
Could I?
just erase that event, so he would just come back.
Okay. Okay. So I could do
So
that.
yeah, you could definitely hold on to the card and use it at any point in time, but you have to use it before you die. So if you die with the card,
Okay.
It's wasted.
it's wasted.
I
So
see.
Do my
the matron
wishes have to be done now?
does it say?
I don't know. You're the one with the cards.
It just says you are granted the ability to cast the wish spell 1d3 times. So I'm going to say you have 24 hours to cast wish up to 3 times.
Okay.
Or no, you have until the moon goes down. That's what I'm going to say. So you've got
Okay, so I
about
have
maybe
tonight.
to use the wish spell.
You artifacted for the actual
Oh,
time.
goddamn. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, my AirPod disconnected. Say that again.
How long do I have?
You guys went to bed. I'm gonna say you have about 4 hours to use the wish spell
Okay.
3 times.
All right. So I'm willing to blow at least one on you, Corvus. Now, what do you want? Do you
Okay.
want to just be a man again, or do you want to be a man but like is your crazy ass strength you, or is that the shark?
Uh,
Like, are you
bit
gonna
of both.
lose a bunch of your powers and stuff? You're gonna lose a bunch of skills that you're gonna realize that you wanted the whole time, and maybe it was more of a blessing than a curse, and have that whole character arc? Because we can
Yeah.
avoid that shit if we word this carefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of wondering that myself. I mean, I was
Because my
stronger
thought
than.
right now is give you the ability to turn it on and off.
Oh, you mad bastard! I love it.
And I'm gonna try to work it in that it also removes the beholdens to Davy Jones.
Oh, I actually love you, Gal, if you pull it off, mate.
Okay. If I write this wish down, does that count as me declaring and casting the wish, or can I write it down to discuss it first?
You may write it down, and as soon as you hand it to me, I will activate it. I will let you discuss. I'm not a monster.
Thank you. I don't know what the correct honorific here is.
Very gracious, madam.
I'm the matron of ravens. I'm the fucking goddess of fate, whatever you want to say. Now, please, I must stress here, and I will say this as well. Due to a treaty that took place 15,000 years ago, my involvement is limited at this point in time, if that helps or makes any sense.
So what happens if the wish that I attempt to cast is too much?
Then it will either take more of your wish spells, or it will either take an additional, or it will take all three, or only part of it will be done.
Okay. And
One action per
is there
wish.
like an order thing to like prioritize pieces of a complicated wish?
If you wish to write down a 3-part wish, the order in which you present it to me is the order in which I will make those events.
Okay.
I don't want to use up all your wishes, though, buddy. You don't
I
need to
mean,
use
I don't
all
really
of
know
them.
what the hell else I would wish for. That other plasmoid dude that briefly came into existence from the other card was interesting.
Oh, so none of the card's effects actually activated until you selected the one that you wanted to keep.
You really just want me to be the only plasmoid, don't you, Evan?
Hold on.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with your choice, Evan. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't really know what else Gel would want. I promise you, I can come up with some shit. But, I don't really know what else Gel would want. So, Corvus, respectfully, this is the one wish that you're getting out of me, and you're not allowed to ask for more. Adam, you got anything? Got any requests in the pipeline?
Hello? Hi. Can you guys hear me now?
Hello?
Yes.
You're back.
Yeah. I'm having it. Yeah, my AirPods are being dumb while at home, and I don't like it. So sorry, I missed everything you said, Gel.
Well, to be fair, I was talking to my fellow players,
Okay.
but I was saying that this is definitely Corvus's wish out of the three, and he's not allowed to ask for other stuff from me. I don't really know what Gel wants, especially if that other plasmoid didn't come into existence.
Yeah, he did that.
Okay.
You can wish for more plasmoids to be in existence.
Yeah, but I don't think I would think of that if I didn't see the other plasmoid. So Adam, you got anything, any burning desires within you? Do not say the phrase, do not say the activation phrase, please. But,
I think the only thing Adam would want at this point would be to have a little extra luck in life.
that's not a bad one. I'm gonna do Corvus's thing first, but that is, little luck does sound nice.
Mm.
Okay, so
She hands
you're
you
going
a quill and parchment, to write down the wish on.
Okay, we're gonna write this out to try and figure it out properly.
Mhm.
Uh,
Also, the civilians are packing up.
good. I don't.
Everyone's packing up and starting to vacate. That they're all gathering at the south gate, getting ready to leave.
Cool. Corvus, what is your full, legal, recognizable name? What is the true name of the entity before me?
Oh boy. Okay, don't laugh at my middle name. Okay. All right. Corvus Ludicrous Galeswinger.
The matron stifles a little laugh as she covers her mouth as she.
It's not funny, okay? You're the one who chose my name, all right?
Fate chose your name. I did not.
All right, Corvus Ludicrous Galeswinger. So I wish for the
You're not. Are you saying this in character,
No.
or are you okay?
No.
I thought I would give you a freebie on that.
So I wish for Corvus bullshit middle name Galeswinger. The Shark Man currently in the presence of the Matron of Raven on date and time, on planet, on country, in town.
Don't forget Plane of Existence.
Ooh, plane of existence.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm not an idiot. I know exactly who the fuck you are talking about. I'm not a
I have
goddamn
read
lawyer.
a lot of stories about genies. Your godliness, I just
And I am different
also,
than genies.
yeah, you know,
I know exactly who you're
once
talking
bitten,
about.
twice shy.
Do as you wish.
Okay. So now that all of the specifics about it being the right Corvus Galeswinger are handled, the wish is for the curse of beholdence and monstrous form placed by Davy Jones to be lifted while maintaining the ability to manifest the same physicality at Corvus's behest. Does anyone in this group see a way that can be fucked over?
She peeks over your shoulder as you're writing this, and she's like, okay, so you would want, so the curse would be lifted, and
While
he would be able to
sorry.
transform back and forth.
While maintaining my
I'd put
presence
that
of
as
mind.
I'd put that as a but rather than an and, because surely that's a single instance, not a double. But yes, and you're quite right, Corvus, with full possession of self, ego, and mental faculties. Sorry, whilst maintaining sense of self, ego, and possession of mental faculties. I'm pretty sure that this is airtight, and I'm pretty sure this constitutes a single use of wish. Do either of y'all, did anybody here think that this can be fucked with? Or that it's not right yet?
Looks pretty good to me.
Adam?
Say that again.
Here, hit send
Three-
on the wish.
Oh, I haven't actually been writing.
Oh shit, I thought you were, because I was gonna actually say I was gonna look it over.
Fine, I'll actually type it.
Well, did you say and anywhere in there?
No,
You did not.
I corrected the matron of Ravens herself that it was but, not and.
Hmm.
It is. The contractions are but, with, and whilst,
So I would
making
lift the
all of
curse.
it a single instance.
Okay, so you want to lift his curse. You want him to be able to toggle a shark form on and off, and he remains the same person, or while remaining the same person, not being influenced by Jones or anyone at all.
Again,
But she just added
but
3 ends, Mike.
retained.
You know what I meant.
Mm,
I'm encompassing all this in one. And please, I'm making sure that this is what you want. I will only count this as one wish. I am just getting the specifications correct.
John, what
I
were you saying?
apologize for my use of wrong language.
oh, that's it. No, I wasn't really saying anything. I'm just kind of nervously watching you two.
Okay.
All right. So for
In plain
final time,
English, Evan,
yes.
the wish will break the curse, therefore removing any beholdence that John has to Davy Jones, as well as the specific magical taint smell of Davy Jones's squiddy ass.
Okay.
It will enable Corvus to toggle between big menacing shark and whatever the hell he looked like as a human being.
Okay.
And he will maintain the same mental capacities and same sense of personality and self, well toggled.
Yep, I won't be a rabid hammerhead that's walking.
Okay. The matron agrees to those terms. She snaps her fingers. Corvus, you feel a massive weight lifted off of you as your curse leaves your body. And you revert back to a human for now because you have the
Sweet.
ability to toggle it on and off.
Can I describe it flavor-wise?
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
All right, sweet. So you said she snapped her fingers, right? Or how did
Yes.
she? Okay.
She snapped
So
her fingers.
after she snaps her fingers, there's like the snap is like loud, like a whip crack, and it just kind of echoes throughout the town. And you kind of hear like the movement of water. It kind of feels like a wave is just rushing, not at you necessarily, but just rushing water. And then I lurch and hunch over, and then I kind of reverse that lurch to where I'm kind of pointing my chest out towards the sky, and my head is kind of leaning back, and you see black like ink just kind of pour off of me, kind of like someone stabbed into a barrel and it's spewing out. You see ink ebbing off of me, almost in a tentacle form, and kind of like how Venom leaves Eddie Brock in a way.
Yeah.
But it's ink, and you see the shark carcass just kind of begin to rot and fall off of my body. I get a little bit shorter, not a lot. Just I'm still like 6 feet, but I shrink down to 6 feet, and my body gets a little less bulky. But I've got like a slender swimmer's build, and you see basically a human with hair that goes down to his shoulders, but he's got essentially the sides trimmed kind of like in a fade, and he's got a scruff of a beard, basically like a 2-week long kind of scruff, and he's got green eyes, and basically after I revert to human, I'm just breathing, and I take this huge breath. And I look at my hands, and I'm just standing there in shock.
Congratulations,
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Galeswinger. Welcome back to the world of humanity.
Thank you. Oh, the air smells so great.
And you
Oh.
don't smell like rotten fish anymore.
Oh.
Seriously, man, it was hard to
Time.
be around you.
Go!
That's a huge, huge part of why you did not ever get laid. That and your personality, and I hug Corvus.
Oh.
As you hug this, Mintha and Ivala turn the corner. Like they come back, they see the matron standing there, and they see like you now as a human Corvus. They look back at the matron and look back at you, and then the other two. And Ivala says, "While I would love to figure out what Mother's doing here, has anyone seen Iroh?"
This is your mom?
I was thinking about saying something about looking for Iroh while we were doing it, but
Me too. Yeah.
I knew that I should, but I chose to be caught up in the moment.
Real quick, though, I would like to hug you back and say thank you. Forgot to do that.
Glad to be of assistance.
Oh, you feel different without my fish skin. Not in a bad way.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, where is the orb?
What is your safe word out of curiosity?
What?
Are you really having this
one.
discussion right now?
Pick one.
Breadcrumbs and beaver spit. It's more of
Cool,
a
I
play.
envelop him.
Good fucking lord. Iroh, has anyone seen the dumb
I
fucking
assume
orc?
that the dumb motherfucker has gone off to fight the demon, and we're all fucked because of it. I'm trying to strike. I still got 2 more wishes to strike a deal with your mother, and I mean,
You
even
want
if
to
she
use
kills
one of the
him, we're
wishes to
still.
bring him back here.
I'm not blowing a wish on that shit.
Ugh.
At worst, he's gonna die, and then we'll have a day to get the fuck out of here.
I can tell you right now, I'm not using my fate card on him. That's for the boys. Okay.
Oh, you have the
Look,
fate card.
he was nice, and he's a I don't even know if he's a good guy. He's
He
nice
seems
and
like
he's a
a good
good
guy.
drinking buddy,
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
dumb as shit, and I don't care.
Hmm.
I got 2 wishes left. Adam,
Yes.
and this is going back into writing. By all means, if you want to look for him, go for it. I believe in you.
With added luck, you might be able to.
Sorry, I was adding that to Mintha and Ivala.
Oh, they follow my orders. They are to stay here. If anyone wishes to go look for the what did you say, dear? The dumb orc? Yes, if anyone wishes to go look for the dumb orc, they are more than free to.
Adam, you want to take a sprint to look for that dipshit? We'll join shortly.
Yeah,
He
I
can't have
got
gotten that far. We've only been talking for like 10 minutes. It's an hour to get there. He's a fat, drunk old dwarf. You're probably faster than him.
He's an orc.
Sorry, fat, drunk old orc. You're probably faster than him.
I'll give it a try. I'll sprint off in the direction.
No. Sorry, I might have been saying your name. The next wish is for you.
Oh,
I was saying that to Corvus.
ah.
Oh,
Got
I'm sorry. What? I thought you were talking to him. I
Yeah, I
apologize.
might have said the wrong name, but basically, because the next wish is for Adam, and then I'm gonna use the third wish on me. But
Mhm.
we've only been talking for like 10 minutes. Iroh cannot have gotten to the camp by now, so
True.
just you are just physically faster than him.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want
A
me to
lot
chase
more
him down?
sober. So if you would run after him so that he doesn't fuck over the town.
On it, Mike. I'd
Thank
take
you.
off. Well,
Alright.
actually, can I like look for? Yeah. I take off in his direction at like tracking him. Sorry.
Okay,
Like not just running like an idiot. Yeah.
so you run from the north gate to the south gate. and then you leave through the south gate, and you can follow him. You start your process of following him into the woods.
Yep.
Yep, because
And-
Deon cut the rope on the north gate.
No,
True.
I was considering it.
Oh,
Oh.
you didn't. Okay, then yeah, you can. They can raise the north gate, and you can go through it.
Okay. Okay.
And
Thank you.
just, are we next to the north gate still?
Yeah, you're still like right next door to it.
Okay, before Corvus sprints off, I am going to snap at one of the gate guards and say, "Hey, did Iroh go through the gate?"
Oh, I think he went over the gate.
Oh,
Okay, well, he's probably bleeding in that case, so you should definitely be able to find him. Good luck,
Shark on.
Corvus.
Thank you. I'll return shortly.
All right, so I'm gonna put this Fates card off to the side.
Okay.
Also, thank you, Lady Fate. Much obliged. I will not do you dishonorably.
Anytime. And then she mutters under her breath, which only Adam and Gel hear. The sooner you are away from my daughters, the safer I will feel.
Hey, out of character. Hey. Sorry.
God.
You pissed off the goddess of fate. Congratulations.
Good
Thank
God.
you.
All right, so they raise the
Okay.
gate, and you are able to follow him. You see a little trail of blood. Actually, roll me investigation or survival to track the blood.
Okay.
What about
Actually,
perception to smell it?
You could do that.
all right, I rolled a 14. Let me go to my character sheet. All right. What do we got here? +4 is 18 for survival, or let me see if my perception's higher. No, it's the same. Yeah, 18.
Okay. You spot a couple of blood drops as they go off into the woods. Once they get into the woods, though, you lose the scent and the sight.
Can I taste the blood and see if it's orc blood?
You kind of like stick your finger. You taste some dirt, but you also taste some orc blood.
Can I revert to my shark form and track the blood that way? Would that enhance my ability?
No, because I think part of the wish was you get to keep all the abilities as a shark.
Oh, okay. So I don't need to be in shark form to have that heightened. Okay. Okay. Cool.
I don't
That's what's-
think so. Gel or Deon, was that in the wish, or is that?
I'm going to call that up to interpretation.
I'm going to
It
call it
didn't
up to
specify.
interpretation as well. It didn't specify. You can turn shark mode on and off, but from a DM standpoint, you still have all the same abilities in human form,
Okay.
minus obviously water breathing.
Right. Well,
Probably
yeah.
water breathing, swim speed, and your
Yeah.
intimidation proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's completely reasonable. Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
helps your persuasion though.
True.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was
charisma.
your survival check, was to smell it.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why you got it to the tree line, and then you lost it when you hit the tree line.
Okay.
I mean, you know where the house is. You know where he's
Mhm.
going.
Ooh, I'm sorry. This is a brief aside. Is this for flavor, just for fun? Can my canines be shark teeth?
Not while you're in human form. That would be part
Okay.
of your shark form.
Okay. I was just curious if because you know how like werewolves, for example, like they've got big teeth even as humans. I was just curious. Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
I'm not a were shark,
That's all
so yeah.
No. All right, so Corvus takes off after Iroh. Adam and Gel and Drow twins and Matron of Ravens, we return back to you guys.
Okay. This is back to writing and planning. Adam's wish next.
Howdy.
Adam said that he wanted greater luck. Full legal name, all of most
Oh, you're cutting
Most
out.
of the specificity. I'm not going to do
Oh, I thought that
all
was
the
just
crazy
me.
ass specificity that I did before. Oh, am I cutting out now? I will switch
You
to my
were.
phone.
You're back
The
now.
internet may have abandoned me.
No, you're
Okay.
good. We can hear you now.
Yeah.
It was rough for a bit.
Okay. So I wish for Adam, full name given, the dragon, or the correct color dragonborn, to in possession in his current form and all forms from which and in perpetuity which he may inhabit to
The matron rolls her eyes and
acquire
she's like, "You should have been a fucking lawyer, not an adventurer."
I mean, presumably I'll retire at some point or I'll die. One of the
Yeah.
two.
We'll see how
But
tonight goes.
to acquire the bountiful luck possessed by halflings. Sorry, to
Okay,
acquire boundless
you want it?
or greater luck with the luck so stupendous that it is
Deon, you want to just
even.
give it to me in plain English?
So I'm trying to get him the lucky feat and halfling luck.
What are the two?
So the lucky feat is that one where you get three times a day. You can just make any d20 that you're around be re-rolled.
Okay.
And halfling luck is a racial feat for halflings that when they roll a natural 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, they re-roll the die and must take the new result, even if it is another 1. Unless they use a lucky point to counter it.
So the matron is going to. Okay. So to what I will say is, if you just want to write down that you want him to be more lucky, like to have more luck given to him, then I will interpret that as no matter what the situation, Adam rolls everything with advantage. Even if it says he should roll at disadvantage, he gets advantage.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hell yes. Thank you,
Yes.
Gel.
The matron was going to say that, but then she realized that Gel does not know what rolling with advantage means,
Yeah.
and I'm not fourth walling because
Yeah.
I love how the matron knows that there's the fourth wall, though.
Well, no, Sir Thaddeus Ramsbottom knows there's a fourth wall. The matron does not.
Ah.
But Sir Thaddeus Ramsbottom is locked under Deon's legal protection.
Don't you touch my crack wizard.
I remember him.
Wizard.
I remember
he's
him
in
from
every game that I run. Don't you touch my crack wizard.
I put one Easter egg to your crack wizard, and that was it. That was it. I'm pretty sure we have it on stream, Deon saying, "I will see you in court." So
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. But I meant it in good faith, Deon. All right, so Gel, do you want to is that the wish you wish to go for the matron?
Yeah, I'll give Adam advantage on everything.
All right.
In perpetuity.
She snaps her fingers. Adam, you glow a very bright gold. And suddenly 2 gold earrings appear in your ear that dangle down, and both of them are golden D20s.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You have one more?
Oh, I'm tempted to do that for myself, but
Use it to save your friends, use it to save the town, use it for yourself.
oh, that's a pretty good one. I'm confident that Corvus can get a hold of Iroh, and if not, Iroh's a grown-ass man. He made his decision. These people
Indeed,
can
he
get the
did.
fuck out of here in a day. It'll be fine.
I believe they are leaving right now. My daughters are going to be escorting them down to Portsmouth tonight.
Absolutely perfect. I have absolute faith in your daughter's ability to get them the hell out of here.
Thank you.
So,
Now, what
if
does
I
Joe want?
asked for X amount of feats, how many would you be willing to give me, Evan?
Like you want to look from the you want to add more feats.
Yes, I want to just get a collection of feats.
I will
How many
give you
would give
3.
me? 3.
I will let you pick 3. You may pick 3 feats to take.
That's awesome.
Can I talk you into 4?
No. You will get 3. The matron, if that is your wish, the matron will provide you 3 empty cards, and you can cash those. You would cash those in for feats.
Okay. What would I actually want?
So while you figure that out, Corvus, we're going to cut back to you.
Okay.
We're going to say it's been about 10 more minutes. All right. Corvus, please make me a survival, perception, whatever is highest.
Copy. Make a survival check.
Yes, sir.
17 this time. I'm looking for, patterns of or signs of disturbed wildlife, or I'm looking for more of his tracks or the blood as well. Yeah.
So is that 17 with your modifier?
Yes.
Okay. Yep, you still do not find any tracks, any traces, but you continue heading in the direction of the house.
Okay.
Also, because he is probably arguably sprinting and moving faster, the time that it would take to get from the house or from the town to the house is shortened to about 45, about maybe 35 to 40 minutes.
Did he break his leg or anything when he was hopping over the gate?
Not that you can tell. You just saw that you saw the blood from where he might have from where he had cut himself on the glass, and then you are just continuing to move through the tree line.
I'm going to start also sprinting to the house, because tracking him is not gonna. I'm not gonna catch him in time if I'm tracking him slowly. So I'm gonna sprint
What's your
to the
base
house.
movement speed?
Let me check. I'm gonna
count sprinting is twice your movement speed.
Say again, sorry.
I'm gonna say sprinting is twice your movement speed.
Okay, so my movement speed is 35 feet, so sprinting, I guess 70. As fast as I can, while still looking for him, if that makes sense. So I'm not just bolting for the house without looking around, but I'm still trying to find him.
Sorry, repeat that once again. My I don't know why my AirPod keeps disconnecting from my phone. I fucking hate it.
No, you're fine. I was saying I'm gonna be sprinting, but I'm also going to be looking for him, scanning for him. So I'm not just only focusing on the house. I'm also trying to find him while I'm sprinting.
Okay, so then that would probably reduce you to about, I'm going to say 45 feet per second. Because you're trying to look, so you won't be moving as fast, or that would be, you could roll straight with that. But if you're doing full on sprinting, your full 60 feet, your full 70 feet per second is just going to be focused on getting from point A to point B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it make a difference if it was 55 instead of 45?
I meant to say 55. I was going to reduce 15. I thought you were at 30, so that's my bad. Yeah. So 55 will let you roll. You can roll straight for everything. If you were to try to look while you're full on sprinting, you're going to roll with disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Is that it might be meta speech here, but is that, do you think, fast enough to at least, if not head him off, get there at the same time he does?
Maybe a couple minutes after, because he's moving at 60 feet per second. You're moving at 55.
I have a plan to make things all right, even if he starts to fuck it up. So,
All right.
all right.
Now we cut back. So I'm going to cut back to the party, and then I will cut back to you, and we will roll. We'll do a roll off again to see if you find him.
Okay.
All right. So Adam, Gel, we are back to you two. The two drow women have officially left. They have bid their mother farewell, and they walked to go start leading the people down to Portsmouth. All of the guards have left, by the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you are the only three remaining left in the town right now.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to take the 3 feats instead of the advantage on everything.
So she's
No.
gonna.
I'm gonna do.
You still have a couple hours. You can hold on to it. But when the sun starts to rise, your wish expires.
Okay, advantage on literally everything is already a +5 to that, so that doesn't give me anything more than lip reading. That's decent, but I can just get that on my own. I don't really need to be a telepath. It's fine. I can just get that on my own.
Are you going to be a couple minutes? Do you want me to switch to Corvus?
Fine, I'll take advantage on everything.
Snaps her
Also,
fingers.
did we hit level 9?
Yeah,
We
you guys
did.
have all leveled up to 9.
I haven't done my level up stuff yet. Should we do that before, or will it matter if we do that, before end of session or not?
I mean,
Well,
it
all
would
of
take
us
time to do it during session.
Yeah, all of us get an ASI or feat at level 8.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing aside from health and such, and then have to look at your little thing to see what
Yeah,
you
it
get
would.
9.
Well, I know. I
Probably.
just wondered.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
unless we fight something, we probably won't need to yet.
That's what I was gonna say.
We've still got more sessions after this, right?
We've got one more.
We have one more. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless events happen tonight that mean we don't need to have the next session, then we have one more planned.
Okay. Got it. I don't really expect to be doing any heavy fighting. I have a backup plan in case that involves a little fighting, but I think we should be okay, at least for my character.
All right. So Gel gets advantage in everything. Same thing, Gel. You get 2 golden D20s, just kind of where your ears would be.
I guess I'll start using those for my eyes instead of the marbles.
Mm-hmm. The matron leans to both of you and says, "Make your next moves very, very wisely." As she kind of just like a black smoke envelops around her at the bottom and goes up her body, and then she disappears. The town is now silent. Everyone has left. Yeah.
Well, we're not abandoning Corvus after I just blew divine power on him, so I'm gonna sprint. Good luck to you, Gil.
Are you just leaving Adam?
Yeah, I'm gonna sprint after Corvus.
Okay.
Won't be
So
far
Adam,
behind you.
Well, I move
Yeah,
at
you
45 feet around, or I.
That's why I said I won't be too far. I'm still gonna join you. I just might
so
show up late.
my dashing speed is 90 feet around, and
yours will be double your movement speed, Ashton.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I should have wished for. I should have wished for Rogue's cunning action. Because this spending a key bullshit is really annoying.
Oh, to what? Double your movement?
So, yeah, so,
No, if you're just
rogues
full
and
on
monks-
sprinting,
yeah,
and that
so,
doesn't count as key. I'm not.
okay,
It,
so
I'm not
what
treating
I'm
it as
talking
key
about
points.
is, so you know how rogues can triple move?
Yeah, they can do cunning action, disengage. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So monks can do the same thing, but monks have to spend a key point to do it.
So what's your base movement speed? 45.
45.
So you can move at
So-
90 full on sprinting and not have to spend a key point.
Yeah,
But if you want to move an additional 45, yeah, that'll be a key point.
yeah, per round. So,
Hmm. Well, I'm going to treat it as just one.
oh, then fuck that key point.
Yeah, I'll just it'll be one to get you all the way there.
Okay, so 135 feet per second, or per 6 seconds.
All right, Corvus has about maybe a 20-minute head start on you. Corvus, roll please to see if you spot Chucklefuck.
Alrighty.
Good lord.
Oh, dirty 20.
Yeah, you start noticing damages in the brush and in everything. You can now see the path that he is going on.
Okay.
You don't see him, but you see the path.
I bolt down the path full speed looking for him.
All right.
Yeah, full speed, 470.
Awesome. All right. So while I am doing this, I'm going to
You know what?
put
Fuck
in.
the armor class. I'm going to make it. I'm gonna take mobile. Make that 165 feet around.
All right. Yeah, you haul ass. Let me do that for there. This for here. Alrighty. I am assuming I get to actually. Now it looks like I get to actually use the fucking battle map. Hooray.
Remember, Corvus,
Adam, I think
you
I
have
accidentally.
a potion of long rest that we should probably give to Adam.
What? Why? I've held on to mine this entire time.
Yeah, but how are you doing? Do you really need a long rest?
Not right now, but I might later.
I'm just saying, if we need it, probably shove it down Adam. Like, Adam's probably the most likely person to need it, given his spots and such.
I don't know, man. That potion was made specifically for me by Hermes, so I don't know.
a little worried that it only works for you. That is
Yeah, I
the
mean-
main concern that I have.
Yeah, I was just thinking, do you want him to become like half shark or something? I don't know. We could run that risk, but
Already half dragon.
not true.
Adam, I can't find your fucking mini, and it's pissing me off.
He was next to Gel.
I cast
I found it.
invisibility, bitch. Can't
you
find
really
me now.
You little bastard.
Might as well roll for your health now, though.
Me?
All of us.
Oh, right.
What is it
What
again?
All three of us use D8s.
Thank you.
D8s.
So we roll 2 d8s
Yep.
in
Damn.
total.
I
Okay.
8.
71.
Damn.
Woo! A 7
I'm at-
and an 8.
I got this. I got an 8 and then a 7, so I'm up to 77 health now.
I got
Let's
an
go.
85. I still have the lowest health in the fucking party.
I got. So I'm at. Let's see here. I'm at 80 health.
Nice.
Hell yeah. All right. So
Ooh, and our proficiency bonuses went up to 4.
Let's go.
right.
How do I change that?
I'm gonna
I can
take
do it on your
a.
sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I'm stepping away for a couple minutes, and we will be. I will be right back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will just do some leveling up stuff for everybody then.
Thank you, sir.
Adam, What level I think that gives you a new level of spells. Let me look. Fuck. At 9th level, yes, you can now cast 5th level spells.
Sweet.
Damn, look at you. 9th level. Yo, I get an ASI for 8th level, and I get an additional trick shot for 9th level.
Nice. Wait,
So I
trick
can
shot?
do like,
You're not a
huh?
gunslinger, you're a pirate.
Oh shit. You know what? My bad. Hang on. Pause. I clicked
Yeah, let me
the
look
wrong.
for the pirate thing I sent you.
Yeah, yep. I clicked the gunslinger one by accident. Look, pirate.
There it is. It's in our... Nope, that's the...
Oh, I'm checking our DMs. I'm looking in the wrong place.
Oh, right, it's in the server.
Yep. General. Or not general. Crimson Talons general, I guess.
I'll check
Yeah, 'cause
campaign information. Okay, it's probably in general.
yes, pirate 5e class.
We should probably pin this.
I'll send it to your DM as well.
I have it.
Oh, okay. All right. 9th level and 8th level. Yeah, ASI, pirate pet or parry. Yo, I get a pirate pet? And a reputation feature. I low-key want to get the ooh. You know what? I'm taking parry. That's really good.
Hello? Can you? All right. Do you guys doing
Yeah,
your
we can
level
hear you
up?
now.
Yeah. Well, we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
What'd you pin?
John's subclass.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
And
Adam, you doing your thing as well?
both of you get either an ASI
Yep.
or
Okay.
a feat.
So
What's a
I'm not gonna.
reputation feature? Oh, sorry.
Oh no, real quick. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna switch to the battle map yet, but I have the battle map laid out for when you guys are done. So you will all have caught up
Okay.
by the time the battle map starts.
Do you know what a
That's the wrong thing
reputation?
that I put in there.
Go,
Do you know what
Corvus.
Do you know what a reputation feature is?
I'm looking for it.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Oh, it's what your subclass is called. You're a dread pirate, so at 9th level, you are a horrifying figure. Starting at 9th level, you become... Wait, no, you're not a dread pirate. You're
I'm a dread pirate.
okay. Horrifying figure. You become your enemy's worst nightmare. When you use the imposing figure ability,
Here it is.
you
Yeah.
may force your target to act as though under the effects of the fear spell. Additionally, all
Okay.
enemies take...
Woo!
Damn. What is imposing
Yeah.
figure?
Yep. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's
This
nice.
class is stronger than I thought it was. Oh well.
It's
You're
definitely
about to
becoming one of my
retire.
favorites.
And yeah, either grab your feat or boost your ability scores, whichever you deem appropriate.
Thank you.
I took mobile as a feat.
Let me look at the list of feats that are available to me.
All right. How much longer do you guys need
But
Not
for a
much
level
longer.
up?
shouldn't be too much longer. John, a good thing for you
Okay.
could be mobile, lucky, tough. Slasher is kind of mid. Tough will give you an extra 18 hit points. Mobile will boost your speed by another 10 feet, and then if you make an attack against a creature, it can't hit you with an opportunity attack. And then lucky is the 3 rerolls a day thing.
Okay. I'll go with mobile, I think. That would be...
Okay, that's the same thing I grabbed.
Yeah.
And Ashton,
Yep.
you might actually want to just pop in an ability score increase, or what's your charisma score?
My what?
Oh, your charisma score is a 19. So you are gonna want one of the half feats.
I'm going in. I'll say this. In 7 minutes, we will resume catching up to her.
Yep.
Yeah, because
So-
I don't want to take too long doing level ups.
Yeah.
We're almost
Ashton-
done. We're literally wrapping it up,
Yeah,
Evan.
any of the
I know.
feats that
I just wanted to say that.
So you saw the link I sent in chat, right?
Yep. Pulling it up.
Yeah, any of them that say charisma +1 is something you should take. Or one of the ones that you should take. That'll max out your spellcasting stat and give you whatever other thing you want.
Got it.
Dragonhide could make your armor class less shit. It'll bring it up by 3, and you should still be able to stack mage armor on top of that.
Ooh, second chance or shadow touched seem
I
fun.
love shadow touched. Never seen second chance. What's that?
Because it being halfling. When a creature you see hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to force a creature to re-roll. Once you use this ability, you can use it again until you roll initiative at the start of combat until you finish your short or long rest.
Interesting.
I think we'll go with the second chance. That seems rather
Okay.
useful. And then I'll bump my thing up to 20.
Yep. All right. I think everyone's ready, Evan.
All right. Sound off. Corvus, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Adam, are you ready?
Yeah.
Gel, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. We now switch to the battle map. So all 3 of you arrive.
I'm ahead
Corvus,
of them.
Well, yeah, we're going to say that all 3. Okay, so we're going to say, Corvus, you arrive first. You spot here. You see that the 3 So this is the destroyed house, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want to fetch it out of my fucking supply box. So you see the 3 vampire. You see the vampire thralls. I'm actually going to pull them back a little bit to allow for more of an arena space. So I've kind of formed a box.
Okay.
Where she is standing in the middle. So she's standing right here, and Iroh is standing right here. You can tell that Iroh is about to challenge her. He pulls his great axe off of his back, and that is when you show up.
Is she aware of him?
Oh yes, no, everyone is looking directly at him. he bursted. So the tree line is here. So
Uh-huh.
these three. I'm going to pull this a little bit off, so you get a clear visual. You see the difference. So you are in the tree line.
Yeah.
He has entered the open field.
Okay.
And then in a couple minutes, Gel will arrive, and then Adam will arrive.
Is it possible for me to just kind of like
Wait a second.
wait? Is it possible for me to just like run up and just kind of grab him by the ear like a grandma and just pull him back?
Evan, there's something very important to consider. John selected mobile as his feat. That gives him an extra 10 feet of movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So then he got there. So we'll say he's going to get there right when Iroh steps out of the bushes.
Okay.
So Corvus, you are about 10 feet from him. I'm going to say you're about 10 feet from him by the time he steps out.
Dolphin
Okay.
dive, shark man.
Yep. I'm gonna tackle that man, tackle that orc, and
All
just be
right.
like, nope. What did we fucking tell you? What did we fucking tell
Drag him
you?
back into the woods.
Yep.
Contested acrobatics. No, athletics.
Also, it's occurred to me, but not to Corvus, that he's in his human form and I'm completely unrecognizable to everyone.
Oh yeah, this is just
No
a
one, Adam.
stranger coming out of
Yeah.
the woods and tackling him.
Oh, I rolled a 17 plus an 8. Oh, that's a 25. Oh no, excuse me, plus a 9. That's a 26. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you jump out and you kind of just tackle him to the ground. Both of you are now prone.
What did we fucking tell you, mate? You're literally almost got yourself and probably the people you were hired to protect killed. No, back to the forest, back to the woods. Bad.
Gel, you arrive to see this scene.
I'm just gonna grab him. Yeah, none of us are challenging. This is not a challenge. I'm just gonna grab both of them and start dragging them into the woods.
I'm just
Y'all
gonna
have a nice
call.
evening.
I'm just gonna call to the demon lord. We love him, but he's special. I'm sure you understand.
If the man wishes to challenge, he is allowed to challenge.
No, he doesn't. He's an idiot, and we told him not to.
Iroh?
I'm gonna fucking jump down his mouth if he opens it to speak. Jelly man down his fucking mouth.
I punch him in the balls just in warning, like a light sack tap. Just
nut tap him.
Yep.
Roll to hit.
I'm clarifying. This is non-lethal damage. Okay.
John, I'm disappointed.
What do you mean? I'm trying to pacify the man, and he's an orc. Okay. All right, 23.
Yeah, you kind of flick his nuts, and he grabs it in anger and annoyance and not happiness. And she is just standing there. Everyone is just standing there watching you, watching this event takes place. Adam, you can come out now and you kind of join them.
The fuck is going on here?
Well,
they're
Iroh
trying to prevent a mistake.
By a human man with shark strength. He has been nut tapped by the human shark man, and he has a jelly man squirming down his throat, trying to drag him back to the woods to keep him from challenging a demon lady. Dungeons and Dragons.
Not at all out of R34.
I'm gonna reiterate this for you lot. If he wishes to challenge me, that is his decision. And I will still uphold my end of I will let you leave.
But we're already leaving.
Yeah, this
exactly
like this guy's
went rogue.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. He wants a fight. I say give him a fight. Well, that's just me.
He can come back in 3 days to fight you.
Well,
are you willing to fight him separate from our agreement?
Get his ass kicked, and
Are
then
you
we'll only have a day to get out of here.
Yeah, are you willing to fight him outside of our agreement, like just to fight him?
I
Because
will
if
make.
so, we'll watch with you. Shit, we'll place bets with you. But I mean, we care about the people that we were charged to protect.
If you wish to have a bet on a fight between myself and your friend, I will add on that I will let you go free of charge. I will not come after you, and you will be able to leave the town of Bellwood and make it to Portsmouth unharmed.
Yeah, but what about the townspeople? Them as
Townspeople
well?
included.
All right, fuck it. And I
Well,
get out of Iroh's mouth.
well, tell me then, dear Lord General, what gemstone would be the key to a demon lord's heart such as yourself? And I basically look in my bag of holding.
Oh, she starts laughing. She laughs. She's like, "Oh, you wish you could bed me. You really wish you could. I do not need any mere mortal gems. The
I
gems
never
in
brought up a bed, but interesting how you brought it up.
Oh, honey, you've been along as I have. It's what every man wants."
Corvus,
But-
I think you've been defeated.
I actually
whisper
wasn't
that to him.
out of character. I actually wasn't hitting on her. I'm just.
You trying to bribe her?
Oh, shit.
I'm trying-
You weren't
I'm-
hitting on the
Okay.
demon woman tiefling.
Okay, you know what? Okay, 30% of it was hitting on her. 70% was just eloquent speech. All right.
Nah, that was definitely flirting.
You know what? I feel
That was a-
personally attacked right now.
And that's what you've done with basically every woman in this campaign.
No, not the bartender. Not the bartender.
So, are we doing
the one
this?
that was mourning her dead husband?
Exactly. I have standards. Okay.
So any woman who isn't mourning her dead partner, got it. That's where the line is.
That's the
Well,
fucking
Hey,
line.
it's a respectable line.
I feel like it is. I mean, man's got to have a code. You know what I'm saying?
You know
Yeah?
what? And he did have the decency to not flirt with the goddess of fate.
Oh, well, now that you mention it.
No.
You already
You
tried
still
to
have
bring
the
your
card.
goddess.
This is, yeah, no, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
One of whom is married, mind you.
Well, that, yeah, to a knife here, whatever. Elbozo.
No, it's a human.
Yeah, well, what?
Oh, you don't. Oh, shit. Yeah, so you don't know. But Ashton and Deon know who she's married to.
Well,
Tell you when
Elbozo.
you're older.
Elbozo, non-magical, no abilities, can't turn into shark. Lame. Cringe.
Only one
That
of
is
those
fair.
statements was true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Actually, no, two of them. He's pretty cringe,
Yeah.
but in an adorable way.
If you say so.
The husband or the kid?
The husband.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah. Adorably cringe. That's why she married him.
Oh.
All right. So are you
Anyway.
letting go of Iroh? Or are you still pinning him down?
Fuck it. Why not?
All right.
But
So
she
you
still
get up.
didn't answer the question. What kind of gemstone is the key to her art?
If you got a fucking ruby, I won't say no to a ruby.
Right. Can I look for a heart-shaped ruby? Fuck
Oh
it.
my
We're
God.
doubling down. We're doubling down, boys.
Oh my god.
We're doubling down.
You know what? Roll
Crit
for
fail.
luck and see if it was
Crit
one of the
fail.
Like massaging Iroh's shoulders, giving him the boxing coach pre-fight ring pep talk. All right, champ, you got this. You know, bob and weave, bob and weave. Remember,
All right.
Remember, the pointy end. You gotta stay away from the pointy end of the glaive. Wait, do you fight better sober or drunk?
No, I can do this whatever way I need to.
Do you want to do it drunk?
No, I need to do it sober. He gets up, he like cracks his back, pulls his axe off, points at her, and says, I challenge you, Demon Lord, in a one-on-one fight to the death.
Oh fuck! He even
She-
mentioned the death. Oh jeez.
She
Yeah,
picks
you
the
did.
She picks the glaive up, kind of like kicks it with her foot, does kind of like a. We've all seen those anime characters who wield spears before, where they like twirl it in their hand really fucking fast.
Yes.
Grabs it in her hand, kind of angles downwards. I don't have a. If anyone is looking like the reference image I am looking at, if anyone wishes to look it up, is she gets in the same pose that Lancer from Fate Unlimited Blade Works gets in.
Okay.
And she tells Iroh he may go first.
Real quick, I rolled a nat 20 on whatever you told me to roll for looking for a shaped ruby. I can send you a screenshot of it.
Yeah, you find a heart-shaped ruby.
Okay, yeah. What's her reaction? Curious.
Do you toss it to her?
No, I just the wager.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought we were betting on this.
Literally the bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then I can bet something of my own. She snaps her fingers, and one of the little kobolds. One of the dragonborn kind of walks into the house, carries out like a chest and puts it in front of him. He lifts it up, and it is. You could pretty easily tell it's 50,000 plus gold worth of gems in there.
Well then.
So remember, you are wagering a 1,000 gold piece gem.
Okay.
All right.
I'm betting on him to lose, by the way.
Oh, so you're betting against him?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to bet all 10 gold that I have that he'll make it to the third round.
All right. Well, someone who I need to understand how betting works, but we will handle that when it is over. So Corvus is betting on Iroh to lose.
Yep.
I'm betting that he will survive until the third round of combat.
All right. Iroh is going to charge her. He's going to take a swing.
Good luck, man.
He swings with his great axe and misses. She just steps to the side as it lands into the ground behind him.
Oof.
Alrighty. Let me grab all of these. Good fucking lord. Okay.
All right.
Did I have Iroh's AC written down anywhere?
Well, keep in mind he's also injured after he jumped out over the gate.
Well, that's just like slightly bloody hands.
No, I tracked his blood through the forest.
Yeah, he's got some cut somewhere on him that was causing him to bleed.
Okay. I thought like he bruised or like gashed something.
No, because remember Ashton put all of that broken glass on the top of the bed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely do that. Not apologizing for it.
No, it made
You know what?
tracking him easier.
No, not that.
Also,
Yeah.
Bloodsport's a great movie.
Yes.
Alrighty. So I need to do math here. Where's my? It's like I have to write down all of this. All right, so okay, so I need to add all this up now. Hold on.
I did not think we'd be gambling on our kind of friend dying tonight, but so be it.
Hey, he made his bed. He chose this.
He did.
He did.
We literally did everything in our ethical power to prevent him from doing it.
Yep.
Oh.
And then we let a demon lord gaslight us into letting him do it.
Wasn't even gaslighting. Well,
No.
it might be.
Well, a little bit.
Okay. Ashton,
Only depends on
Well-
if she's lying.
How tall were the walls?
How tall were the walls?
Not Deon. How tall did we say the city walls were? Like 10 feet?
Probably.
Okay,
If this is a shit town, probably about 10 feet.
awesome. And then,
Oh, so 1d6 of fall damage.
yep. And then Ashton, please roll me a D4 for the glass damage.
Okay.
Actually,
You got a 2.
fall damage only starts applying after 20 feet.
Two glass damage from me.
Okay, wonderful. I'm now confirming. Okay, so you said he wouldn't, so it wouldn't be fall damage?
Yeah, fall damage only applies after 20 feet.
Okay, so she deals 3 very quick swipes to him. And you see Iroh just starts to stagger. He is very, very easily bloodied in one turn.
I should have bet lower.
And
Come
none of
on, man,
those-
you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, I don't have any more money now. Fuck.
And
It's all right, Mike. It's all right. Yeah, I
so
mean,
she's
you know,
going to
I'll
action.
buy you
All
a
right.
drink after.
She's action surging.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so
I'm just
at
picturing
minimum,
Tiefling
an
Lae'zel.
11th level fighter.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like Tiefling demonic Lae'zel.
More kind of like Karlak with a spear. Or with a glaive.
Hmm. Just as a fighter instead of barbarian.
Yes. All right. So in 6 very quick and decisive movements, the man that you know as General Iroh loses one arm, his other arm, both his legs, and his head. And then but you don't see this, you see this happen afterwards. The last thing you see is in those 6 very fast, very quick movements, is her glaive goes through his chest and through his armor. The battle stops. His head falls off, his arms fall off, and then his legs fall off, and she is just holding his body there. And then she puts it down on the ground and tries to pull her glaive out, but kind of is realizing it's a bit stuck. She's muttering under her breath, swearing. Like,
I walk up with the ruby and put my foot on like his torso shoulder and kind of like push my foot down to pull his torso off her glaive, and that is why I didn't bet against you, gorgeous.
Yeah, she pulls her spear out, and then it disappears. And she's like, understandable. Now, I believe the odds were 1, 2, 3. She counts up all her guys. She's like, that's 11 plus yours is 12 to 1 if he won.
Yeah.
That's not how odds work, but okay.
She just kind of takes a bag off of. She takes like a medium size like satchel bag. Just kind of scoops it into the bucket, closes it shut, and just hands it to you, and says, "You bet against your friend to die, but here's your winnings."
Oh, he wasn't my friend, but the pleasure of the display was you are quite the fighter.
Thank
I
you.
gratefully take the pouch and I hand it over to Gal.
In
All
my
right.
body, and I deposit my 10 gold on the ground.
I'll just keep your 10 gold. It's worthless to me.
I suck it back up.
All right, unless any of you other three feel like going up for a challenge, or then I believe our business here is concluded. You lot are allowed to leave to Portsmouth, and
All right.
should I see you in the town again, I will kill you.
You have a business card in case we're looking for work at some point in the future?
Corvus, the fuck, man?
What? I like to keep my options open. I'm sure you do too.
You would have to sell your soul to me to work for me.
Well, I'm
Corvus,
happy
I
to
literally
say
just
I've-
got it back. I literally just got it back. Don't
I
you
mean-
fucking dare.
I mean,
No,
it is.
no, that thing belongs to me, you jackass.
You didn't put that in the list, motherfucker.
I'm gonna start walking away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you?
Do you want
gonna
to start
eat that?
walking
And
towards
I,
Portsmouth or
point-
back to the town?
Probably to the Portsmouth, right? Because no one's in the town, right?
All right.
I'm not even gonna bother booby trapping, but are you gonna eat that? And I point at Iroh. His bits.
Yes, I believe they will. And she points back and forth between her vampire spawns.
Mm.
Can you take part of them? Just a little bit, like the head or something? We had to chase him through the forest. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna keep
All right.
all of them.
Fair enough.
All right, I tried, man.
It is your kill.
Oh,
right.
hopefully your soul's going to wherever it's supposed to,
So Adam left.
Yep.
and I'm going to leave as well.
I follow.
After I say that to the corpse.
I follow.
She definitely has possession of his soul now that she killed him that quick, right?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as demon mommies go, she doesn't seem that bad.
Corvus,
Corvus,
rephrase.
just
Sorry,
because you're a little prettier now does not mean that you have to continue thinking with your dick all the
Alright.
time.
I mean, am I wrong? She seemed cordial. She seemed reasonable.
You know what?
You
That's
hear
fair.
you
Surprisingly
hear her shout
reasonable.
after you. So as
What?
you guys are walking away, she shouts after you. Oh, by the way, tell Hermes if I catch him within 10 miles of me, I will consider it an act of war. And that is what she tells you as you all are walking away.
Grand.
You got it. Ah.
And with that, unless anyone wants to go back and sell their soul,
Nah, I'm good.
No.
I'm gone.
Drag Corvus back if he tries.
But you see, I could just use the fate card and just wish that never happened. if we,
it'd be a
if
waste
we,
of a fate card.
I know.
I
I'm
will
just,
strangle you.
I'm just doing a bit.
All right, so it takes you. So you walk away, and you all start walking to the town of Portsmouth. It takes you a day to get there. You arrive. You camp throughout the night.
Do we catch up to the townsfolk at all, or?
Yeah, you kind of catch up to them as they're on their way there.
All right. I don't know if anyone particularly cares, but we found Iroh. She killed him really, really quickly.
Yep.
Says
Yeah.
that she's not going to come after us, and that Iroh was just a side bet.
We'll see if she
Understandable.
holds up her word.
Yeah.
You didn't make any deals with it, did you?
No.
That's Avala
No.
asking.
No.
No,
We'll
just a
make some
side bet.
bets, but no deals.
Good. Anyway, we're about I believe we're only about a half a day's walk away from Portsmouth. We should be able to reach it by
Also, she said if your
nightfall.
uncle comes within 10 miles of her, she's gonna declare war.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Oh.
I
considered
assume
an
that
act.
extends to the whole pantheon. I don't know if you need to like consciously deliver that message, or
Mhm.
just
Oof.
saying that in your proximity was enough to deliver the message. But
So, real
yeah,
quick side question. Deon, I'm asking you this.
yes,
Did I, in Saefham, did I allow you guys to know the Pantheon before going over?
no.
Okay.
But
So the
they
only,
specifically said uncle, and
yes,
the matron said brother,
cousin.
cousin, whatever. So that's where
I think that's how
that's
that
where
works.
Gel is getting his information from. But no, we did not know the Pantheon.
Okay, so you only know Hermes and the Matron of Ravens. Those are the only two names you have heard of.
And
Yeah, but
presumably, what's her face?
Oh, Calypso?
Well, her too, but the Demon Lord, isn't she part of it? And Davy Jones.
They are from a... No, they are not gods. They are just very high-ranking demon lords.
Oh, right, yeah,
Very,
these are
very
mortals.
powerful.
yeah, but
Okay.
in this setting, aren't all gods a part of pantheons?
Yes, but I'm saying specific pantheons.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes,
don't
out of
know
this...
the specifics of this pantheon, but I'm assuming that that applies to the whole pantheon, because if the
Mhm.
matron and Hermes are cousins, they're probably a part of the same pantheon.
Yes. I
So
do need to
there's
probably
Gel's
look up the
logic.
family tree again. But...
So yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah.
so she did know he was... Okay. Well, now we know, and we will report
Yeah.
that back. And,
Yeah. Just a disaster all around, I'd say.
and yeah, should we end up going to war, we end up going to war. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Yay.
What do you know about her? Like, do you have? It sounds like you've got some history with her. I mean, when you first saw her, you kind of froze up. Is she known
Oh,
to you?
yes, but we only know her from the tales that Mother told us, and of all the various treaties that we've had to read and brush up on, so that we don't cause a interdimensional incident or
I
interplanar
see.
incident.
If you could sum her up, who is she?
Very high level demon lord. She holds one of the keys to the prison of a powerful enemy that our mother helped seal away. That was about 15,000 years ago. Since then, basically, there's a treaty saying that the two sides can't get involved in each other's affairs directly. So that's why they created a whole bunch of monster hunter guilds, so that they could fight it indirectly.
Cold War.
And
Love it.
yes, and now it seems like it's evolving from a Cold War into a real war. Should anyone slip up again. Oh, but yes, you don't want to fuck with her. At all.
Yeah, no, she did not seem like a good person to be under. I asked for any
Holy shit, he's
contact
learning.
information, just to see if we could track them, get some information, some intel on them, but she didn't bite.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are a sneaky bunch. But with that, we should be making our way back to Portsmouth, where we will part ways and see each other again, should the fates deem it.
Alrighty. Well,
Hi.
fair travels and stay safe.
Yeah. Well, you all still have half a day's walk to Portsmouth.
Oh, I thought she said it like we were gonna split off now. So
No, when
figured
you
we
get
were.
to Portsmouth, you will.
Oh,
They're
okay.
going to take one boat, and you guys will kind of take another boat to your home base.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to time skip a little bit. You get to Portsmouth. Ivala walks over and talks to one of the dock workers. You see an exchange of coin from her to him. She comes over and she tells you that she arranged for safe passage on that boat back to to a different continent for the villagers, and that there is a boat, and turns out that they were redirected again, and now you guys are going on a boat with them back to your home continent, or not your home continent, but kind of your part of the coast where your base is.
Good,
I
we
I
can do
breathe the
recruits.
sea air in a relieved manner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's about a 4-day. It's about a 4-day journey. Gel, you over here that the boat for the civilians is going to a continent is going to a city called Talandria. So that's where you hear them going. And then while on your boat, nothing really special happens. I don't think we need to role play out being on a boat.
Nah.
I do
Yeah.
want to ask Corvus how it feels to finally not feel the pull of the sea.
Strangely like flying. That's the closest I can describe it. You imagine out of character. Are there kites in this universe?
Yeah, like a kite. Yeah, there are
Yeah, there
kites.
definitely should be.
Like people fly kites and stuff. Okay. Like imagine flying a kite and where you were being rained on constantly and still being forced up to fly. Now you're cut, untethered, and just flowing in the breeze. I am free.
Cool.
Ivala looks scared. Like you can see that she is staying as close to the middle of the boat as possible.
Can't
Don't like
swim.
boats. Don't like the ocean.
Last time I was on a boat, my son and I entered a storm. We drowned, and we were separated for too long of time. So no, I do not like boats at all.
Did you say you died?
Yeah, I heard that too. You drowned. What?
Sorry,
Yes.
first of all, I'm
Are
sorry
you?
for your hardships. Did you just fucking say you died?
1 second. Yes. Yeah.
What's your son's
The
name?
Caden.
Can I roll history and see if Caden
You would
was?
not have
No.
met him.
This
You
is
would
an
not have met him.
No.
for a different game.
Oh, okay. Because I was asking if I could roll history to see if he was on the Dutchman ship, because historically people who are lost at sea, right?
Mhm.
If there's a shipwreck or something like that, there is a possibility that they wind up on the Dutchman's deck, and Davy Jones gives them an offer to spare them from drowning.
Yes, no, you
Really?
heard no such thing. You heard no Caden on your ship.
Nah,
Mhm.
not part of the Dutchman crew.
No, we're actually technically not from here. But that is science that I do not want to get into at this point in time. I just want to make it from
The
here
fuck is science?
fucking dry land.
The
Corvus,
fuck
you
is
know what
science?
science you use gun.
Hold up, out
You
of
know
character.
what
No, we
fucking
don't know
science
what
is.
fucking science is. This is a realm of magic. What do you mean?
You literally use gunpowder.
And I don't know what the fuck that means. I just know it's explosive.
Okay.
Okay, so
Gel's
Corvus.
stands.
Mhm.
Gel's
Okay, do you
stands
have to
know what
embarrass
that
my character in front of people? Okay, then I'll just
Gel,
not say
I'm
it. How
sorry,
about that?
dog.
It's all good.
Mhm. All right, so she'll end with she still says that line though, that is science that I do not want to get into right now. And then she looks like she's going to throw up. And Mintha just kind of like scoots a bucket over in front of her as she just kind of grabs it and throws up.
Well, if it helps, Corvus can run or can breathe underwater, and I think if I'm feeling this right, and I sprint vertically up the mast,
Holy
Mhm.
and
shit.
then backflip back down onto the deck, I'm pretty sure I can walk on anything now.
Another bar trick to make money with.
I'm just going to stay focused on my well-being. You two can have fun.
Yeah,
And
you have
Mintha
fun
helps
with
her up
that.
and takes her below deck. All right, and so we fast travel. 4 days are up. You guys make it to the port city of. I don't actually have a fucking name for your town yet.
But I thought we were going to Talandria.
No,
No,
that's
the
where the
civilians are
civilians
going to
going.
Talandria.
Oh, I thought we were on the same boat. My bad.
Nah,
No.
you took 2 boats.
Okay.
So I do want to race you, Corvus, at some point. Swimming versus
Running
sprinting.
on water? Yeah, I'm curious to see how fast you are too. I'm like,
Yeah, you make
Your
it to
swim
the.
speed is 10 feet faster than your walking speed, by the way.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So Deon
So actually, you
and
do swim faster than I sprint.
My sprint speed is 45 with my
And then
mobile
you
speed.
add it to, it bumps up to 50.
Yeah.
How the
50.
hell are our speeds that close to each other?
I don't know, but you guys make it to the town of. I figured out the name of it. You make it to the town of Blackwood, the
Yeah.
port city of Blackwood.
Just real quick to answer Deon, it's my pirate class. I have more movement speed because of my pirate class.
Yeah, and I have an extra 15 feet from being a monk, and then
Yeah.
yeah, no, we have the exact same speed. Actually, we both move at 55, or you swim at 55, and I run at 55.
Okay, so yeah, you're faster than me on land, but in the water, I can catch you and we can keep pace.
Yep.
Or I can keep pace with you.
Yep.
So you would be the fastest. That's what's
All
up.
right.
Sorry.
So you make it. You're all good. You make it to dry land. The harbor master, the captain, docks the boat. The dock master makes sure all the paperwork is in order. Ivala's the first one off the boat and just starts like sprinting into town, and you just see kind of Mintha just jump over after her and follow her.
I help Mintha up.
To which? Like to jump over the railing?
But you said she fell over, so
No, I
help
meant
her
she
up.
jumped over. That's what I meant.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, she jumped over and followed after her. So the two have vanished.
Y'all have fun.
You see waiting for you at the docks is now Hermes. Hermes and your trainer Robin, and the two seem to be in very like vivid discussion about something.
They know each other.
Yes. So to take a step back from what is happening, you guys are just going to return to base and kind of report in.
Alright.
So if anyone needs to drop off, they can drop off now, and those who stick around, we will just role play out this last portion.
Role play. Let's go.
All
I
right.
am content.
I'm
I
gonna
think
dip out.
Adam's different. Yep.
Ashton, we
Have a
love
good
you,
night.
brother.
Yeah,
Have a good night, gentlemen.
Thank you for
You
coming
too,
and
man.
playing, Ashton.
Absolutely.
didn't-
Thank you for having me.
We didn't talk over you at all, did we? I feel like.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
All good. Enjoy the role
Alright.
playing, boys.
All right.
You sleep
And
well,
then,
brother,
Ashton,
man.
I'm just going to have your character just go straight to bed when you get back.
Sounds good.
All right?
Later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Later,
Ashton.
man.
Bye-bye.
All righty. So you guys get off the boat. There, you see who you now know as a god. talking, the god Hermes, talking to your trainer, Robin. And Robin kind of notices you guys coming down the docks, and he just like waves his pawed hand at you.
Does he recognize me?
You're sent, yes. Also, you're wearing the same gear.
He's a. I forgot he was a cat. I forgot he was after like Robin.
It's my
he's
cat.
A cat man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tabaxi. So yeah, he knows it's you.
Okay.
And he's like, welcome back, friends. I see the mission was a success.
No, not really.
Oh, I just assumed it was a success. That is my bad.
I pull out Jedediah's skull. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
do
About
we
that.
want
Sniffs
to
it.
report about this here, or is this a behind closed doors thing? Also, there's some shit for you as well, Herm.
Okay.
Ease.
Oh, I see. You know my. I guess I did. I did tell you my real name, did I not? No, did I?
Yes,
No, I
you
did.
Also, your cousin spoke of you by name. I feel like this is
Oh.
behind closed doors talk.
Yeah.
All right, we shall. I will meet you all back at the guild, and he just kind of vanishes into purple smoke.
Dude is so fucking cool. I wish I could
fucking
do
hate
that.
when he does that.
Oh, so you've known him for a while then?
Why, yes, he's the guild benefactor.
Oh.
Oh,
he's
you
our
did
boss?
not know that.
No.
There's
No, I did not.
It is a long story that I will explain that I will have Hendrix explain to you when we get back. Assuming you need to report on this situation to him, which it sounds like it is. So you guys, you travel through the town.
I'm gonna give him my little tentacle whisper thing. You know he's a fucking god, right? Like an actual.
Are you saying this to Robin?
God. Yeah.
Oh yes, we all know.
Okay, we found that out.
Yes, that would be something you would learn when you get to the higher ranks of the guild. Everyone needs to know who the benefactor is. I don't fucking know why, but it's stupid, and we all need to know who he is, I guess.
All right, then.
All right, so it takes you about maybe an hour walk to get from the port all the way through the town. It's a very busy town. It's very like brought up, multiple kind of 3-story buildings. The best way to describe it would be kind of like one of the districts from Attack on Titan in terms of building structure, building wise. There's one main building in the middle, as everything kind of builds up around it, and it's up on a hill. That main building doubles as the headquarters for the Crimson Talons Guild.
Okay. And
so you guys go.
Main headquarters?
Yes, there's only one headquarters that you know of.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only one. So you guys go up. I just broke my fucking pen. So you go up it. You get to there are, you see other guild members all wearing the same crest. Tons of different races, tons of different species. Everyone is like there having a good time. They're all drinking. Everyone's bragging about their most recent kills, right? The levels of it is it is obviously a very multi-tiered building. Going the first couple floors are just kind of, you enter a grand room, and you see 3 balconies it's an open floor it's an open ceiling going up to where there is a roof. And there are 3 floors of railings, where you see people leaning against them, talking, drinking, kind of shouting at each other up and down,
like a terraced atrium.
Kind of, yeah, like an atrium. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. Robin takes you over to the door. He kind of pushes it open, and he's like, "We're gonna go all the way to the top, right?" You walk up about 10 flights of stairs, and you get to the top, and you see this, grand double door. It's very ornate. It has, two golden dragons' heads, with the little rings in the mouth hanging off of them. He's like, I will knock and make sure that we are able to go in. He does the thing twice, and you hear a loud booming voice saying, "You may enter." He opens the door. You see a room kind of similar to the head mage's room from Skyrim. A nice grand or not Skyrim. Not the head mage's room. Solstein, not Solstein. Is that the word I'm thinking? Is that the place I'm thinking of?
Solstheim's an island off of Skyrim.
No, it's the place where the dead people are.
Sovngarde?
Sovngarde, thank you. Like the inside of Sovngarde, there's a grand fire. There's a very long fire pit, tables on either side, and at the bookcases running along the back, weapon racks running in front of the bookcases, armor stands. Like, this man is well set. And then behind, at the end of that, maybe like 40-foot stretch, is a desk. On that, you see a red dragonborn, heavily armored. He has he's got a great sword hung up on the wall behind him, along with a shield that is propped up. That is just propped up in front of his desk, and it's a grand ornate shield. Like, it's probably as tall as you are, Gel. It's a tower shield. He has that in front of his desk. There's very ornate gold, silver, lots of bronze worked into it. And he looks up from the paper he was writing. You see Hermes just kind of chilling off to the side, drinking some wine. And then Robin tells him that, sir, these two are here reporting from the Balewood incident. He motions you forward.
Uh-huh.
He gestures for you to stand in front of his desk, and he tells you, report.
Well, sir, as you know, first our compatriots, what the fuck are their names? Jedediah and Felix were sent to investigate rumors of vampires, and then they went missing, and myself, Corvus, and Adam were dispatched to look into the matter. We arrived to the town, found out that they had been missing for about a week, did some investigating, realized that the most recent kills of townspeople came from silvered weapons matching theirs. Went to the vampire lair, found them fully in their right minds, defending the vampire lair, took them alive for questioning, and they both said basically that the vampires were paying better and that they abandoned their oath and sold the town out. Pull out the skull. This is Jedediah.
Okay.
And when we confronted Felix, he bit a fake tooth, launched out a cloud kill, killed at least 4 people, and himself to be a petty bitch.
Yeah, we had to quarantine the entire bar. No more alcohol for the entire length of the quest.
You see him smirk a little bit, and he chuckles. He does a little, concealed chuckle.
And then it got worse. We had successfully rescued some townsfolk that had been enthralled by the vampires and buried the vampire coven. We thought successfully. Went to wait out the night. Huge crack of lightning. The vampires got themselves out and arrived to the town to discuss Parlay and Evan. I cannot remember her name.
Demon Lord
Yeah.
Amalgra.
And
Amalgra.
Demon Lord Amalgra was leading the group of vampires to discuss terms.
Hermes spits his wine out at her name.
Yeah, she knows you. She knows you were there too. She says if you're within 10 miles of her, she's going to declare it an act of war.
Well,
She did not seem happy about that.
as
Yeah.
he's saying "fa," the door to the door to the office is kicked open. And standing there, you see a woman with silver hair, a bow and quiver are on her back. She's wearing gold bronze chest plate with a bronze and silver pleated skirt and brown sandals.
Artemis.
The second one is she has brown hair tied in her brown hair is tied in a braid. Once again, over her left shoulder, she is wearing a red dress with a bronze chest plate on top. She's holding a red spear and she's holding a silver shield. And both of them look angry as fuck. And they are making direct eye contact with Hermes.
Artemis and Athena, I'd presume. Out of character, because there's no way Corvus
Yes, and
would
out
know.
of character, John, I was really considering just immediately nut tapping Corvus to make sure that he didn't try to flirt with the two virgin goddesses.
Yeah, the ones who, fucking kill guys for trying to be with them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not going to, but I just thought you would find it funny that was my first reaction.
that is
seeing who
hilarious.
Are clearly Athena and Artemis.
That's hilarious because Corvus is totally just like starstruck, like awestruck, stunned by Artemis. He's just kind of like,
Okay, then I am going to nut tap you.
Yes, they are shouting at Hermes in a language that no one in that room except Hermes and the two of them understand.
I whisper to Gel, I wish she could yell at me like.
I'm gonna straight up punch you in the balls now.
Yeah, you punch him in the balls.
Max damage. That's
Oh, fuck you.
what? My unarmed strikes deal a d6. Oh,
You
wait,
are a
no,
monk, sir. I don't want you to flurry strike my nutsack like you're fucking at the gym getting ready for the Rocky fight.
I'm not flurry striking. That would cost a key point. Anyway, you take.
Can I at least
11
roll a
points of lightning
Constitution
damage.
save? Huh?
No, I need to roll to hit your armor class anyway.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's
How much?
19 on the die.
Oh, good fuck.
19 on the die.
You take 11 points of lightning damage to the balls.
Yeah, I'd like to make a Constitution save or a
To see if
dodge
you stay
attempt
standing.
because I'm not just gonna stay still if he's going for max fucking lightning damage to my nuts. No.
You know what? No, it doesn't need to be lightning damage. It can be bludgeoning. And I'm sorry, John. I rolled a 6 on the die.
You know what? Why can't you crit like that when we're in combat, motherfucker?
Because I have Dungeon Master's dice. They only.
You know what? Fine. It's a canon event. He critted. So.
I have Dungeon Master's dice, John. They only roll well against other players.
Just do me a favor and take the taser off of it.
I will do you that kindness.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
Corvus, you kind of.
Almost certain that those are goddesses. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you kind of double over in pain.
I'd like to not double over, but can I wince?
Yeah, you can make a Constitution saving throw to see if you wince or double over. Meanwhile, they are still yelling at each other.
Huh?
And I'm sorry I hit you that hard.
No, you're good.
Higher up.
You're good. You're frantically trying to make sure I don't get us smited. I get it. So I rolled a 16 plus 2 is 18.
Yeah, you stay standing.
Oh
Okay.
no, that was Gel apologizing. I'm sorry I hit you that hard. They used to be higher up.
Nope, you're good. I get it. Kind of deserve it anyway.
Lower your fucking voice.
I don't
So-
I don't know how to whisper with that. Sorry, I whispered that, but I didn't
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
So
want
there-
the mic to not pick it up. My bad.
100%
Oh, you're all good.
stage
So
whisper.
their shouting ceases, and Athena, well, the person you assume to be Athena, turns to look at Hendrix. And does anyone speak Dragonborn?
Yes.
Okay, Gel, you get this. She says, if the threat is as bad as it seems, then we need to assemble the council, and we need to figure out a plan on if we are going to war or not. Hendrix responds back with, as much as I would, says, we need to find out if it is just one, if there are more than just the two of them that have come onto our land, because right now we don't have enough evidence to void the treaty to be able to invade.
Am I the only one not knowing what the fuck's going on right now with what's being said?
Oh yes, trust me. Hermes turns to you and he says, "Oh yes, you are the only one in this room who does not speak Dragonborn.
Great, just
You
wanted
really
to
should learn to
confirm.
take more languages."
Yeah, not a bad idea. I have more free time now, so
Oh yeah,
would
sound like you're
probably do
pissed.
that.
Go on.
You're aware that Davy Jones is out and fucking about, right?
Yeah, does he know I was free? Because I'm guessing I'm the only one to fucking free from his curse without his consent.
Like, does Davy Jones know that you are free from his curse?
Yeah, or maybe if not me specifically, that someone broke free. Or me specifically, I don't mind if he knows it's me. He can come get these hands.
You
That
are
would
free
be
to
interesting.
You are free to assume what Corvus thinks.
I'm assuming Davy Jones is pissed, and that makes me happy. So,
All right.
but yeah, who said that? Was that you, Deon, who brought up Davy Jones?
That was Gel.
Oh, that was
Did
Gil.
you say that in Draconic or did you say that in Common?
I'll say it in common. This seems like a very multi-language conversation. And Hermes just outed us in common or outed me in common for knowing Draconic.
No, he
So,
outed Corvus for not knowing Draconic.
Yeah,
well, which would
by
presumably out
extension,
him.
It means that
Yeah.
Gel knows it.
Okay.
So, yeah, Davy Jones, he's still out there. He's still a threat too. I have no way of knowing where he is or feeling his influence anymore, but he's still a threat. Definitely down to fight him if you're looking for volunteers.
Yeah, if you had Athena turns to you and she says, "Yes, and if you had your curse, that would have been a little more helpful to us to be able to
I
track him
morph
down."
into a shark.
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders and just says that you still rid yourself of his curse.
I did
Oh, you mean with
specifically
the
say to
sensitivity.
remove the magical taint.
Yes.
God damn
You
it.
polymorphing into a shark is helpful for if we need to do water invasions, but it does not help us with tracking the bastard down.
I mean, you got to admit, it also looks pretty intimidating. It could work for some interrogation, intelligence,
Corvus,
acquiescence.
I don't think you're allowed to interrogate anymore.
Right. But I get results. We get results, brother. You and I were part of that. Okay.
It didn't even work.
You and I.
Athena just raises her finger. Athena just kind of raises her hand and just kind of does like the closing a mouth gesture with her hand. As much as I would love for all of us to debate over this on who's a good interrogator, trust me, my brother would love it. We need to figure out what our plan is. Now, I understand you two, and she turns to you two. Well, I know there's a third of you, but the third one is sleeping right now, and I'm not going to go bother him. I know you two had an encounter with one of the demon lords. I need you to tell me who she was, what her forces were looking like, and if she said anything about why she wanted that town in specific.
Well, she said that her boss was interested in it. Her employer was interested in it.
Artemis, Athena, and Hermes all share a look of kind of concern.
She didn't go into any specifics. We tried to get more information, but she gave it. What I found most interesting was that she gave us a way out. She gave us a way to peacefully leave without conflict when they could have easily slaughtered us. And I saw how quickly she slaughtered that orc, that orcish General Iroh, R.I.P. She could have easily killed us.
And again, Evan, I just cannot remember her fucking name, but
Yeah.
Oh no, you are
What
all
is it?
good.
Olvera?
yeah.
Amalgra.
And
Amalgra.
the first question, Amalra, and the only forces that we saw were 3 full-blooded dragonborn, or full-on vampires, all 3 dragonborn. What colors were they?
Sapphire, silver, and black.
Sapphire, silver, and black. I can give proper descriptions to a sketch artist for that. And then 8 heavily armored vampire spawn. We got all of the vampire thralls that they had from the town. We
Mm-hmm.
recovered,
Including the
but
traitors.
yeah, but that, and they are apparently paying stupendously well to hire mercenaries. I mean, shit, we got this much in just gems for 1,000 gold gem bet with them.
She
So
just
if this has
willingly
any kind
handed
of
you a
stink on
bag
it,
of gems.
yeah, if this has any kind of demonic stink on it,
Artemis walks over, just sticks her hand in you, pulls the bag out, like very easily, just kind of reaches in, pulls it out, and just proceeds to just kind of dump the contents onto the floor.
Well then.
She seems to be looking for something in specific.
What are you looking for?
Deon's guess is that it's casting stones to divine the future, but
She would give us that?
no, I think that's what Artemis is doing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you
That's
said she was
Deon's
looking
guess.
for that. Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned. She turns to Athena, says something in the language that none of you understand, looks back to the gems, kind of is like pointing between them. Athena starts kind of pointing at them as well. Hermes starts gesturing with his hands, like all of them speaking in this language that none of you know. And then finally, one of the gems kind of starts to glow that she had put in there. And it's a ruby that's starting to glow. And it seems to be getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And Athena just stomps on it with her healed boot. Or Artemis
we had a
stomps on it
goddamn
with her.
tracking device in me, didn't we?
Not
That
entirely surprised.
you did. However,
But we're
Really should have figured that out. Fuck.
however, she cannot come here without causing the war.
wait a
Without
minute.
starting the war.
The Dark Elves told us that there were essentially guilds hired, or no, hang on, out of character. Was it the Dark Elves or was it Fate who told us that the guilds were hired for Cold War?
No, Drow. The Drow lady, the Drow
Okay.
women told you that the guilds were created for the Cold War.
Okay. So I'm telling Athena and Artemis then. Hold on, wait a minute. The Drow told us that both parties on this Cold War whatever war it is that's going on, hire guilds such as this one to enact their wills across, the plane of existence without interfering with the treaty, right? Is that correct?
Well, yes, we formed the guilds and we
Okay.
sponsor them,
Right.
so as not to as not to be directly involved.
As Gel pointed out earlier, these enemies that we're dealing with are paying generous sums of wealth for people to serve them. And we already have 2 confirmed accounts of traitors in our own guild.
Mm-hmm.
While she may not be able to act directly with her forces against us here, she has already infiltrated our guild, as evidenced by Jedediah and Felix being compromised. Who's to say there aren't more sleeper cells here in the guild headquarters? And now that she knows that we are here, she can direct her agents to us. But they'll be in disguise as allies.
Yeah, also, I'm just going to do my best to repeat every conversation that was around me while I was carrying that shit. If they want that.
No, that is fine. We will get the conversation. We can get the conversations from it's just a tracking beacon. It's not a listening beacon.
Not a listening.
No.
But
I'm
yeah,
really glad I
this is what I'm.
remembered to pull that out then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what do you think about that though? The fact that we might be completely compromised and about to be ambushed.
She knows that this guild is under the protection of Hermes. Hermes was not supposed to be anywhere near that town. The fact that
Yet the
he
guild was
was
infiltrated.
yes, if the guild is infiltrated, if she hires agents within the guild to attack the guild, that is under the treaty. That is indirect involvement. If she herself came here and attacked
That's my
this
point.
guild,
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Artemis and Athena. Or sorry, I don't know their names. That's what I'm trying to tell you, very probably powerful ladies.
Mhm.
Is that would be her method of attack? Is that exact thing? I'm aware. I'm telling that to you.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you. Yes, that is her only course of action right now. However,
Right.
we need to take into account the other. We need to take into account Davy Jones, who is still controlling who seems to be controlling the high seas,
Mm-hmm.
and we are still missing 2. We do not know where they are.
2. There are other generals.
There are
She said
4.
that there were 5.
4. I fucked
There-
up. I meant 4.
Yeah, she said that there was 5. Her and Davy Jones, and no idea who the other 3 are.
Oh wait, did I? No, I screwed up. I lied. There's only 3. So instead of 5, there's 3 of them. So there is 1 missing. I forgot.
Who's
I
the
just
last
looked at my
one?
notes. We haven't seen that person in over 10,000 years, but the last one goes by the name of Lord Inkara. We have
And
not
what
heard of
is?
him. Oh, sorry, go.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask what are they guarding? This powerful creature that Amalgra's got a key to. What are they guarding, and why are they keeping it up instead of utilizing it?
Because the keys were split up amongst all of us. Our
Oh.
pantheon, the pantheon in this in this continent, and them. So they can't utilize the weapon.
What is the weapon?
That I can't tell you.
Weird, but okay. Well, if you want us to actually help with solving it, you'll probably need to tell us the whole picture at some point. But I understand. Might not be necessary now. Okay. What, any thoughts, Gil? Honestly,
Yeah, any idea why she wanted that specific piece of land? Was kind of a wildly unremarkable shithole of a town.
Your guess is as good as mine.
My guess is some kind of ancient
Mhm.
magical bullshit is within that area. 100% a guess. No one knew anything about the local legends of the town that they didn't even have a fucking alderman, didn't have a preacher, anything. No written history anywhere in that fucking town. But
Hermes, why
my
were you there?
guess, yeah, why were you there?
I
Sorry,
like
didn't
to
mean
get
interrupt you.
a little involved in some of my guild members' missions.
The
Then by
gambling was
involved, I mean I like to just the gambling was fun.
Yeah,
However,
thanks
that
for
is the
taking me out
extent
of
that
the
I
boot.
go. Oh, you chose the right card to keep, and you still have that fate card to keep in mind.
That doesn't expire, does it?
No, only if you
Unless you
die.
do.
Ah, fair enough. Many thanks again. Right. So, what do we do then? This seems like a multi-pronged assault indirectly against us.
Hendrix looks at you and he says, that is something that we will discuss. Right now, you two are to go and rest and await further orders.
Copy that, Commander.
All right. Is there anything that we missed, Corvus?
Other than the fact that they said that there was that was the only, so the little house that we burned down and we kind of imprisoned the coven inside for a short time, that's the only location that we know of for their forces, at
Yeah.
least in that local area.
Mm,
We looked
that is
around.
helpful.
We haven't been down underneath, but we looked around in the surrounding area. We interrogating the ever-loving shit out of some of enemy forces. They did not yield any locations, and they weren't withholding. They were being truthful. So
Yeah, and they didn't let their fresh hires down there, so there's probably some shit hidden there. But it's being guarded by a demon lord. So
when we were interrogating Jedediah, he told us that there was one boss down there, and he does not have
yeah,
many
you're
lieutenants.
right. I was thinking about that too. He kept talking about a vampire lord and
Yeah.
using he.
So it wasn't Emolgro, it was someone else, and presumably he wasn't there when Iroh foolishly
Yeah.
challenged her.
Were any of the Dragonborn's men?
Yeah, all three of them.
I guess it could have been one of them, but they didn't look like vampire
Oh.
lords. They looked like blooded vampires, but just vampires, right?
It looked
Evan?
like elite bodyguards.
Yep, they look just like bodyguards.
So yeah, there's presumably a hidden vampire lord somewhere there, or he fucked off to go do some spooky shit elsewhere.
Well, we will have to find out when we are able to go back.
Do they need the location of the cabin itself, or
Oh
are they
no,
able to find it?
they can find it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your information. Please go rest up. I believe you have all earned it. And may we never see each other again respectfully.
That's probably unlikely because we're helping you with this fight, though, right?
We'll see what the
Please
cards
stop
play.
arguing with gods.
Shit, yeah, you're right. I'm just trying to understand, mate. I don't know. We are so out of our depth, Gil.
Wildly out of our depth, and I'm attempting to not be smote. Come on.
Thank you for your time, your godlinesses,
Yes, thank you for
Commander.
your time.
All right, he nods to you. They all start talking. Back in Draconic.
Ooh,
You
what are they
guys.
saying?
It's a dialect of Draconic that I just came up with, and you don't fully know.
Oh, fuck
Damn.
you,
Damn.
No, they're just discussing possible strategies, other guilds to reach out to, etc.
I was gonna say
And
that is a pen-palled note saying "fuck you" from the DM.
that is a pen pal note saying "fuck you" from the DM. And with that, as the doors to Hendrix's office close, our adventure for tonight ends. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched us. I will be discussing with the players, and if we are live next week, we will be live next week. Otherwise, we will see you all in March when we return. Goodbye, everyone.